Welcome everyone to the 2017 USA Curling National Championships. My name is Joe Calabrese. Alongside me is Sean Murray, producer BA Brian Anderson. We've got a guest commentator in the booth today, lead for Team Brady Clark, Phil Tilker. Welcome, Phil.
Great photo.
Love it.
So we've got a matchup today between Team Becca Wood and Team Jessica Schultz. Let's take a moment and meet the teams.
Hello, I'm Jessica Schultz of Team Schultz. My lead is Stephanie Seneker, second Jordan Moulton, and vice skip is Courtney George.
Hi, I'm Becca from Team Wood. Our lead is Adia Moore, our second is Portia Stevenson, and our third is Donna Umali Mendoza.
The lineup shown on the screen was how the team is shooting now. That they all had a lineup change after, I don't know, their second game or so.
So it looks a little bit like we're going to get after it right away. I'm not going to trade hits unless this looks a little deep. Should stop as a biter.
Just gets in.
Yep.
Yeah, these two teams haven't had the most successful of weeks here. Schultz team just picking up their first win last night. Team Wood still on the hunt for their first win with 2 games left. Makes the hit, but sits for a corner guard.
This is a pretty aggressive call for a first end.
Yes, it is. Getting right after it. I like it.
It's got to be a little more. About the same. Good for line. Looks good for line. Yep, for line. Hard for line. Really hard for line. Hard to get
Gotta
down
go.
hard.
This might pump it in.
Okay, whoa. Off. Right off.
Oh, pushes that on.
Help.
Calling the peel on the corner. Could just make an argument to throw a center guard too.
Yep. Hard. Hard line. Hurry. Hard. Hard.
There's a lot of jam written all over it here.
Look out.
All right, good
Oh,
shot.
Winds up rolling to a good spot.
Center
Yeah.
guard you wanted.
rolls it back to the center. Not bad.
Hey, here.
Well, thought about going around the corner, decided instead to play the freeze.
Kind of like to see them play the hit and roll. Get that stone off the top 12 foot. Try to draw play away from the center. So first look at Adia Moore. I hope I said that correctly.
Sounds good. I'm sure we'll get corrected. Otherwise,
It's back.
oh, this one looks like it has a lot of weight.
I think it's flying.
So Schultz going to play the hit and roll.
Could still think about throwing the guard potentially, but this isn't a bad call either.
Looks like she's probably trying to just guarantee the force here, take away all risk.
Yep. Keep play totally in the center. Try to make the peel and roll it away instead, and just basically nose hit.
Right here.
So going to get another crack here at the freeze.
Right here.
So second crack at it here for Moore.
Line's good. Where's the weight? Line looks good. Got it, girl. Got it, girl. Got lots of room. Close. Yep. Whoa. Let it curl. Yep. Very hard. Turn it down.
It's coming down nicely.
It's a really nice line.
Great sweep.
It's a really good shot.
That's very nice. Probably going to force a short run.
Got some other sheets with some action as well. Here on sheet B, we got Kristen Clark versus Nina Roth. On sheet D, we got Cassie Potter and Jamie Sinclair. On sheet E, we have Corey Christensen and Cora Farrell.
We'll be keeping an eye turned to that match between Potter and Sinclair. Take another look at this run back from Courtney. Well thrown and well called, well swept as well. There's the hit, rolls the shooter a little over, but great shot, lives 3.
Maybe flip this a little out.
Yeah, I gave that a big extension.
Well, it's coming back now.
Might be drawing this through the hole, actually. Ooh.
Tried the ad lib there. Didn't quite work out, but shooter remains. Going to be something that Schultz has to deal with.
It's kind of surprised to see the Schultz rink struggle as it did this week, because they've got this team I think this is the first year that they've been together as a team, but all of them have curled at this event in the past, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, they had jams it behind cover. Chance for Wood to bury a second one if she wants to.
I think they need to. If they don't, Red's just going to come and sit on it.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about Schultz a little bit. She started with Potter, Sinclair, and Roth right off the bat. I mean, those 3 teams were the teams really they're chasing.
Yep.
And that's a tough way to start.
It is.
Yeah, it's that team's first year together, and they had a decent season, but maybe just not quite playing up to their own expectations.
Well, ad lib trying to make sure they don't touch their own.
They probably wanted to.
I was going to say they probably wanted it to wreck so it would stay.
Because not only that, they could get that yellow rock. That's appealing for the freeze, but just none of it anyway.
Just going to play the run.
That one was coming in so hot. Even if it ticked, it probably was going to go out.
Yeah. I like this call because I don't think you can miss that back yellow and leave your rock sitting there as a guard. So.
Yeah, I like the call. And this, Jess has always been a master at the big weight shots like this. Throws a very positive, straight release. Close.
I think they're going to just touches it over.
Oh, boy, really bad break.
Yeah, rolls over and then knocks it back under and
shaves it back under the stone she just threw.
Phil, you're going to learn early that if you say something like, I don't think she can make this type of shot, that's exactly what happens.
I was watching a replay of Kristen's last stone a few games ago, and someone may have said, I don't know if that rock's there.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm never going to stop catching shade for that one.
So Becca Wood now has a great chance to get under that center guard again. Make life really difficult for Schultz.
This Wood team is making their debut at a national championship. It's always almost any team I think that comes to this event the first time. There's a big learning curve, and I'm sure this week hasn't gone as well as they wanted, but I'm no doubt that they've learned some things along the way, and that the next time they're back here,
absolutely,
they'll be a much improved team.
Yeah, I mean, definitely just the experience gained here is invaluable.
You can see some good habits, cleaning the stone right out of hand, tracking with it well.
Looks like this one's running as well. Got a lot of weight on this. And no rub on this one, just too heavy.
So we'll just do the run again, or will she come on and sit on it?
Well, either one's a good shot.
Looks like we're going with the run.
She just threw it.
Yeah. Probably try to give it a little more positive. And called for a sweep right out of her hand on the last time. She might have just been a little bit tight.
Jess was on our most recent Olympic team, correct? She was the lead.
I'm trying to think back. That would be
so.
2014. Yes.
Yes, that's
and when
right,
she
yeah.
played with Erica,
yeah.
Debbie, and Annie. Yeah.
Mhm.
This needs to.
This needs to curl.
It's not going
to get it.
So Becca's going to get a
Draw for 2.
chance to open up the scoring here with big 2 points.
Yeah, just the kind of start you always want when you get the hammer.
You just heard them talking about a 3-9. That's the split time. They measure from when the rock travels from the first back line to the hog line when you release.
Yeah, we're gonna. BA's gonna give us that time in the top left of your screen there.
Okay.
See how accurate he is.
Let's see here. Well, if it's not a 3-9, we know he's wrong. So
3-7.
So if it's a 70, so if they need a 390 and it's a 370, and that means this rock's probably 6 to 7 feet heavier than what they're looking for.
No, never.
Needs to turn a ton.
This does look like it's flying again. Might check up to get the little rub. Nope. Just 2 overthrows in a row, so scoring only 1. Getting with the hammer, so Wood takes a 1-0 lead. Schultz will get the hammer in the second end. We'll have that for you when we come back.
Has the coverage of the U.S. men's and women's national championships inspired you to compete at a higher level? USA Curling sponsors numerous championships each season. Members are encouraged to explore opportunities to compete at the national level in under 18, junior, college, senior, mixed doubles, club, arena, men's and women's, and wheelchair curling. Check out the events section of the USA Curling website for more information. The Grand National Curling Club, which serves as the regional governing body for curling on the East Coast, is celebrating an important anniversary. As of June 26, 2017, the organization will mark 150 years in the sport. USA Curling congratulates the Grand National Curling Club for reaching this milestone.
So we're back here at the 2017 USA Curling Nationals. This is the second end of a game between Team Wood and Team Schultz. Team Wood took 1 with the hammer in the first end. Schultz throwing the red rocks has the hammer now here in the second. It's a bold strategy to throw through in the second end.
I don't think that wasn't not the start they're looking for. I think they're looking for a top 4 there and thinking that no matter what, Jess is probably going to throw a corner guard and they can guard that good stone.
Ice might be a little quick. I mean, last 3 stones Wood team's thrown has gone through. Time to start making some adjustments.
Mine's really good. All you guys. Okay. Steph.
Phil, you ever been in a situation where, you've been in an event where there might be one sheet open, and how does that might affect, speed, things like that? Is there any difference that you see?
I mean, so it can happen. You notice it most when there are sheets beside you, and then a game ends early, and that body heat disappears. And I don't know what that does to the ice specifically, but sometimes you over on the side of your sheet where they just vacated, you might see it start to get a little frostier, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I've not noticed that that much this week. It's really warm down there on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're trying to keep it nice and warm for the fans. I think it's a tough balance. You don't want to freeze out the fans. At the same time, you got to make sure the ice holds up, and I think the ice makers have done a really good job of that.
Haven't seen a ton of picks out here, have you?
Only a couple. Well, we had the probably the most significant one we watched was in their game against Todd Burr. Todd was drawing into a pocket, and it just fudged completely, and that was the end. You guys got, I believe, 4.
Yeah, we got 4 on that one. He had a good shot. He's probably gonna likely hold us to 1. Maybe we might be able to get 2, depending on where his rock goes. And it just they got off it for just a little bit because they thought it was just a touch warm.
And it just grabbed.
And it grabs. So we really have to be careful when you choose to get off a stone. You need to be certain that rock is heavy.
Right.
No line. The way. It's like 4.
And this is not.
This is moving pretty good.
I don't think this is coming back.
No. I don't know if that was just overthrown maybe, or a little too much ice, or maybe a combination of both.
Just would like to bring another one around. To use one of Brian BA's favorite euphemisms, might not mind Christmas treeing this.
Everyone likes a good Christmas tree.
Not him. He hates Christmas trees.
He wants to draw them upside down.
Humbug.
There we go, just
This
like
would make
that.
sense.
There you go.
Christmas tree, just like that.
That's like an umbrella. It's coming in nicely here.
Yeah, it is. I'd like to bury just a couple inches of this.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to, but
Got word that from Curling Zone that this is Wood's first lead of the event. So see how she does with a 1-point lead.
it's a long game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you tell ourselves you're playing 10 mini games.
That's true. So long as you don't let one be a blowout. You know.
Or if it is a blowout, then make sure you score lots in the rest of them.
That's
Right.
right.
Here it comes. Whoa, looks good.
Well, Swan.
Well, that's a nice
That's
one
a
right
nice
there.
shot.
Very
so
nice.
that's-
Great shot.
Jess is going to have to be a little delicate here. Good thing for her, she's got 3 feet she can roll to and be behind guards.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I think primary is to avoid the jam on the back. You want to make sure you roll to under the guards as we're looking at it.
If you have any questions for Phil, you can reach us in the booth using that hashtag Curling Nationals or tweet at 12th End Sports.
That's fine.
Now was a question, how did Wood get hammered in the first end?
she touched the side of the button, I think, on her
Yes.
second draw shot.
Yep.
Our last one was side of the button. First one was like full 12. Yep. Oh, Jordan. That's a valid question. Phil, do you have an answer?
The answer is none. The answer is none.
So it's all natural?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Oh,
baby.
man. I think Jordan's jealous.
You know, a lot of people are.
Would have loved to stuck around there.
Yeah, you're going to see Jess come under those guards now.
Yep.
70.
So Courtney in the past has skipped her own team, and this year she decided to join up with Jess and throw third stones for her.
Yeah, I think I remember Courtney explaining it at one point. I forget whose idea it was to start this team. It was either hers or Jess's, and one of them sprung the idea to the other. It's like, hey, you want to play women's? And they said, sure. And then Jordan came along, and then they went and recruited Snakers from Michigan. Here they are. Both teams.
Struggling a little bit with the weights. I don't know if they're just if it's a little faster than it's been in the past, or maybe they're just overthrowing them a little bit. But
A lot of heavy draws so far.
Whoa. Right off.
it's not a. Those are 2 words.
Right
hate
off.
to hear
Yeah.
out of your skip. Right off.
Yeah, everybody hates to hear that.
Yeah.
Right off. Whoa.
Everyone hates to hear it, even the sweepers.
Yep, pretty hard.
It seems like the Supers really want to sweep this.
Kept waiting for it to break.
It's just like, come on, I gotta sweep something.
Good call.
There's anxious energy, maybe.
Oh, big time.
You're out there, you have a broom in your hand, you may as well try to sweep.
A stone is moving. It's like, I want to sweep this. Please let me sweep this.
I always find watching far more stressful than playing. At least when you're playing, even if it's not going well for you, you're at least able to do something to try to influence it. But when you're just watching,
Yeah,
just all you can do is just sit and
you feel kind of powerless, right?
yeah.
I can't imagine being a parent of one of these folks in the stands watching. And
There's lots of family
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, so we've got John Schuster's family's here, and we've got
all the parents of Team Sinclair were here
Yeah.
earlier.
yep. Colin's parents came in for watch a game today.
Oh,
They're
sure.
actually flying back. They're flying out tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Back to Alaska?
Back to Alaska.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's like a little extension of Seattle.
Yep. Well, with Greg playing with you guys and calling out Vicky.
Vicky's here.
It's like, man.
Quinn's here.
Yep, Quinn, right?
Did you get to see Vicky's race quad?
I saw it last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
That was one of the prettier shots I've seen in a long time.
Whoa. Whoa. No line, guys. Whoa. Nope. Never.
It's making the hit, but I don't know if it's going to come up enough to stay,
Hit the roll.
and it will not.
Last chance to bury one here for Schultz.
Yep.
It just needs to make a good one here, and she can set herself up for 2.
Pretty fast down this path, I think.
The key here, they want to give themselves broom and weight so that they can sweep at the end and not at the beginning if they can hope it.
Yeah, because early sweep has the effect of really kind of killing the line. It stays out, and then even if the weight is right, it ends up being open.
We saw that. I mean, that was what happened in our game this morning. They got on Heater Stone.
Oh, his last one, yeah.
Last one
Got on
and
early, and it just ran.
and it ran where if they, possibly could have been able to wait a little bit and then
Yeah.
get on it, it won't be held out so long.
Right.
This also looks heavy.
Yeah, it's definitely not light.
At this point, they need to take it back because they don't want to give a freeze on the back button or something.
Right. I think that's what they're doing now.
You need to try to bury that.
It's going to stay way in the back 12. Kind of lets Wood off the hook a bit.
Yeah, so she's got I like this call. The other option is to just go back and freeze on the back one and say, take your point. But
Absolutely.
I think you get under that yellow, you got a good chance at stealing.
Yep. Definitely.
Brian going to try to get some times here for us.
Let's see if it's...
We're seeing about 4 seconds, 4 to 4:10 for T-line out there.
Okay.
And then at the end of the game, it's definitely slowing down.
Sure.
You gotta, you might be even down to like a 90, pushing an 80. Like if you could throw an 80 and you get right off it.
I know in our feature game this morning, we were watching Schuster Sobering. John, it was about the 9th inning. John said he felt like the ice was kind of going out a little bit. Like does it seem to have a tendency to get a little flatter, a little frostier towards the end of the game?
It does. And rocks are coming down harder. They'll make more moves. I think that's probably a combination of not just the ice, like knee prints. I mean,
Sure.
we all try not to, but you put a knee down for a little bit, and that makes a spot, and that influences
Right.
the ice. And I'm sure the ice makers hate us for it.
Hard,
But
hard. Yep, right here.
So it's a really nice line if it's got the weight.
yeah, it's a really nice shot coming in.
Yep.
It's,
Maybe half buried, maybe.
it's a pretty good shot. I think Jess can see enough to get it. Get about 3/8 split.
14.5 hog to hog.
Now, how good are your eyes? Can you really see?
Yeah, because a 3/8 split translating into over 25.5.
Yeah.
So Brian admitting he
like
maybe hit the button a little late at the end.
Yeah, so
So it looks like she can probably see at least half of that stone.
I think so. I think she can probably throw just like a board weight. Punch it out over the top of the back one, save the shooter.
It's not a lot of ice.
No, it's not.
Let's see what kind of weight she throws.
It's like a
hack
the board, I would say.
yeah.
And she could see most of this, actually.
Well, there you go. Good look. You can see what she's got. 2 3/4.
She's got a good-looking shot here.
Yeah, you got to hold it so don't jam on the back.
Don't let it curl up to jam on the back. Over the top.
That's
beautiful shot.
Really nice finesse shot from Jess. Scores her 2 points.
With that, she's going to take a 2-1 lead over Team Wood here going into the third end, and we'll have that for you right after this.
The USA Curling Club Nationals are coming to Fairbanks, Alaska, March 4th through the 11th. If you're in our northernmost state, stop in at the Fairbanks Curling Club to cheer on some of the best men's and women's club teams in the nation. Seeking to learn more about attracting, growing, and maintaining members in your club? Do you want to increase your club's sponsorship revenue? Learn about these topics and more at the annual Business of Curling Symposium this June. The weekend event features interactive discussions and idea sharing. More information on the upcoming program can be found on the USA Curling website.
So we're back here at the 2017 USA Curling Nationals. Jessica Schultz has just taken a 2-1 lead over Team Becca Wood. Wood has the hammer here in the third with the Yellowstones.
It's not yet been posted, but Roth just took 3 points against Clark in the second.
The other match that we're looking at, Cassie Potter stole one against Sinclair in the second. Oh, love the team photo.
Yeah.
Always love that.
Wonder how they came up with the design for that, for their uniform, because it's very unique.
I think that was mostly from Jess. They just wanted to, kind of have a fun kind of image in that way, and they said, what about American flags, eagles, that sort of thing. I mean, you've seen the backs of their jerseys. They have this muscle-bound eagle wearing an American flag bandana, like that guy right there. Yeah.
It's a little deeper.
So
They
another
also-
corner guards. Sorry, another
that's
corner
okay.
guard sliding in here, and so you're going to see Jess just go over and keep it open and hit that.
So they kind of also, they incorporated their sponsors into their jerseys sort of unique ways, not just sort of logos, but they've got, I think, individual supporters on their jerseys as well.
This is curling.
Go
We gotta
for a piece.
of it.
Just enough. Yep.
Try again to set up the corner guard.
Two stones for canoodling in the back of the forefoot.
Terrence P. Coleslaw.
Yes. The turn of Terrence P.
Oh, man.
It's there, it's close.
Not a lot of handle on this stone.
That's going sideways.
We actually we ran into their team in the hallway and talking about some of the different things that they've learned, and one is coming as a club team, First Nationals. They're not used to having to throw your 4 rotations because a lot of clubs that's too many. You'll miss all your shots.
Yep,
but,
you won't bury anything. Right.
We're out here. It's so important that you've got that good rotation, just to try to be able to control your stones.
They were such a mystery kind of coming in here to this event. We did spend some time kind of watching their practice session the first day, and we did notice that the rotation was a little bit lacking. It does seem that they could improve that a little bit.
I think Daryl Sobering on the men's side is they had a similar learning.
Yes.
We played them they were our first game.
Yes.
And they've since then, they've been steadily improving that, learning that out here you need to. It's so important.
Yeah, it watching them play, it reminds me of my first men's nationals 4 years ago, and you come out to this surface, and if you haven't played on this, championship arena ice before, you learn quickly that you have to throw the rock differently. It's a different throwing motion.
That's one thing I've been really impressed with the Hunter Clausen rink. They're a young team, a very good team, but one thing that they've learned, been fortunate to learn at an early age, is the importance of throwing handle. It's much easier to dial it back a little bit than it is to add it if you've not done it before, and I think that's been a good part of their success that they've had.
Absolutely.
You can see the Woodstone kind of dove in and touched the guard. Had about 2 rotations going down the ice. This one getting a little lazy handle too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You look at it, you think you've got lots of
Check
room.
off, try to get that in the house. That's in the house.
And then all you go just dives and
Yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah, they go sideways, they lose their speed.
Just do normal.
Looking at a
It's
good
pretty
one here.
close. Whoa.
Oh, looking and
Losing it.
Oh. Maybe not quite the weight they
Yeah.
intended there. I think Becca was a little surprised that that curled.
The ice will move if you're if you're down on the weight. It's important to get that picked up early. 'Cause once it starts to go, it's too late to try to hold it.
Guys, one thing I just noticed is that it looks like in the Potter-Sinclair game, it looks like Team Potter is playing three-handed. I don't see Steph Bohan out there. And Jackie Lemke is through a stone already, but still has 4 stones left to go, so it looks like they're playing three-handed.
No, you're right. And I remember in the team meeting, there was a clarifying question asked about substitutes from that team. So there could be a medical concern with one of their players. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Sometimes at these events we hear about the cruds or the illnesses that start flying around at an event like this, and we haven't heard anything of the sort. So
cross your, hey, stop jinxing us, okay? we got 4 more days of this, or 3 more days of this.
Oh, well, so do we. So hopefully nothing going on there.
I always sometimes when you're playing with three-handed, you get to throw 3 stones. So I was like, I got 3 chances to make 2 shots, but that's not how it works.
Oh, look at this.
Double.
Oh,
hey, there you go.
Nice shot.
So we'll take another look at this. Catches it perfectly to make it over the top of the back one. Very nice. So Courtney looking for the come around again. So we are told that Steph Bohan is unfortunately suffering from a bout of migraines. That is never fun.
No. It's going to be a nice shot right here by Courtney. Get a.
They've clicked the guard a couple times on this. Nice to.
Be nice to.
Got it nailed in.
Finally, you know what? We've crashed the guard every time so far. Let's take a little bit more and
throw a little bit more rotation and just get her there.
Depending how she hits this Yellowstone, this rock might go back onto the red.
Might be promoting the Schultz stone on. Watch out.
Yep, look at that.
Whoops.
Boy, those 2 rocks on the edge. About as close to the bumper as you'll ever see.
Let's see a cross sheet double on those 2.
I'm sure you can use those for guards.
Oh, there's in-offs all day off of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're talking about throwing back 4. So they're going to go and tap that back, because right now there's a pretty nice double sitting right there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think you got to disturb those
Yeah.
a little bit.
you can't guard them both. If you guard one, they double it off. So I like this call.
Yep.
The sheet next to us, Potter is drawn to split the house to try to force Sinclair to a point.
This looks a little heavy.
Yeah, trying to make it curl. Looks like
Gonna just rub it, maybe.
should get a piece of it. See if it stays. Yeah, it will stay. It's just a bit of extra weight on that one for Jess.
Any chance of generating a 2 here?
2 stones to come.
It's not impossible, but difficult. You'd probably need some kind of wide open miss from Jess
You're
to
gonna
have a
need a
shot at
miss.
it.
You're
Yeah.
gonna need a miss, I think.
And are these 2 stones lined up in a way to make a triple?
It's
Hard to tell from here. Possibly if we...
yes.
there is a chance, I think.
You got to throw it hard, though.
And it's really easy to also just stuff the one that's going to come across too.
Yeah, I think this is a better shot. You're more better off to try to play for placement of your shooter.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
If you could hit this a hit little on the inside and roll and sit right in front of red,
Yeah.
you would not be shot, but something that Jess would have to deal with.
And it would give you a chance, even if could give you a chance to blank the end potentially too.
You guys are not taking the bait. I keep wanting you to tell me that it's just not possible. And then
Well, I know better. I've learned my lesson.
Have you?
Probably not.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. Over the top of that one.
So on the Potter's first stone coming up on the sheet next to us, she's just going to be trying to
Just
do a
pick the
clean
yellow.
pick yellow of Sinclair's.
I think this is actually Cassie's last at the end.
It is
Yes.
actually. So she she picks the stone off. She'll force Sinclair to draw for 1.
So Schultz last stone here in the 3rd. Hammer to come for Wood.
Potter jams the stone, but she gets a decent roll on her rock to make Sinclair's shot a little delicate.
She can get 2, but it's not easy. Has to hit this. Can't roll more than about 3 feet or so.
Nice shot there by Jess.
See how Wood decides to handle that.
Yeah, so Wood's she's got 2 options: the straight draw or the double. I think the double is the shot to play here.
I agree. So we got simultaneous hammers. Looks like Jamie's is going to be on the way momentarily. Got a very delicate shot to possibly pick up 2. Needs to make the red go away and save her shooter at least full 8.
She's not throwing a lot of weight. Which
Score update, Cora Farrell now leads 4-1 over Corey Christensen. Took a 3-ender in the 3rd.
Makes the hit and very, very nice shot.
And over here on the top left of the screen, we're going to have a jam.
Watch the roll. I should get away with it. Oh, I don't think so.
One red.
One for red is what I would call it. Over curls a bit.
So with that, Schultz is going to take a 3-1 lead after the third end, and we'll be back with the fourth right after this.
USA Curling's annual media guide and directory is designed to facilitate communication between member clubs. All curlers can access the directory online or click on the Members tab of the USA Curling website, usacurl.org, to get your free printed copy. Want to gear up for curling? Brooms Up Curling Supplies, America's largest curling retailer, features all your favorite brands. You can shop for curling shoes, brooms, accessories, apparel, and more by visiting broomsupcurlingsupplies.com.
All right, we're back here. 2017 USA Curling National Championships. This is Joe Calabrese alongside me, Sean Murray, Phil Tilker, BA in the house. Chris Rimple on the camera.
I don't really know that showing that Phil's mug right in the screen is going to help our viewership numbers, you know?
Let me check. Nope.
Yeah, we're like...
No, actually, the graph is steadily increasing. I think we need to show it more.
I'm not sure. I mean, we're like 200 below what we were earlier today.
You guys are mean.
We say it with love, Phil.
So Schultz plays one in the top four. Mendoza.
They tried to make me take a new one, but I declined.
That's a classic. You can't.
Yeah, that is. You have to leave that.
I told them there's no way they could take a better photo than what I took last year. So.
Nope, not at all.
You're either the lead for a national championship curling team, or you just robbed a 7-Eleven. I'm not sure which.
Well, I'm just considering that there is a 7-Eleven attached to the hotel, even though not that you guys are staying there, but you know, maybe you did that while being lead.
That could be. That could be. A friend of mine from back home said I looked like the Nick Nolte mugshot. I have to look that up, and that would look terrible. Anyway,
you can do better, I think, is the bottom line.
Fair enough.
And they give you opportunities. You go, just take another picture.
But we can't. That picture's legendary.
So the corner guard was played real well.
Actually, we've had three
well
good
executed shots here. Yep.
This one overcurled just a little bit, but still partially buried.
Down two. Let's say freeze is the call. Wouldn't be terribly wrong to just straight draw into the corner.
No, freeze, or even you can just tap that into the back 8 foot. Might come up helpful later for you.
Yep. Could also play a chip on that center guard. There's a number of options here. Freeze is probably the simplest call.
Whatever you do, you want to make sure you keep your shooter.
Yep.
This is looking pretty good.
They got to go for weight or line here. This is going to dive on them.
Yeah, really got to go.
Oh, hang on.
They bounce it, getting it in. That's
good.
That really is not a bad result at all. Opens up the shot stone. It's in there for second. Just has to hit that.
Yep. The only downside a little bit is that they've taken away their yellow corner guard because there's a red rock now sitting there. But you're right. It forces just to go and adjust your stone.
Right. Oh my God!
Side by side.
That is the stuff that nightmares are made of. Oh dear, I am never going to sleep well again. Thanks a lot, Brian.
So what I just saw there, that in about 20 years, when I'm wearing a Hawaiian outfit, I now know what I look like.
Oh God. Oh, I think I'm scarred for life now. Oy.
Chance to hit and roll here under the corner.
They need to. Yeah.
This has got to turn.
Yeah. Tracking. You cannot afford to roll out.
Makes a hit on the back one.
So a chance to set up a guard. Looking good early to force or possibly steal.
Tight. Pretty much tighter in is better. Got a lot of room.
Nice rock coming down here by Jordan.
So to finish the end, you want to make sure you cover the center line side of this.
Yep. Great pair, Jordan. Nice sweep, guys.
It's time for us to do a quick price check. Price, are you down there somewhere?
Down here, ice side, sitting next to the game nearest to us, Sheet E. We got the high performance team, Corey Christensen and Cora Farrell, trading singles in the first two, but then Corey had a couple mistakes, and Cora Farrell gets 4, but it was funny on Jenna Haig's first rock, she slipped and fell as she was releasing it from the hack. She got up smiling and laughing. The teammates gave her a little bit of a hard time, but we were talking earlier. I think there's a little bit of we're trying to a mystery up there amongst our stat crew with the Twitter account. You guys posted a tweet earlier from TP Coleslaw. 2 stones were canoodling in the back of the 4-foot. The question is, who is behind this parody account of Communications Director Terry Davis? I'm going to try and get to the bottom of it here before the end of the day. Back to you guys.
Sounds good, Price. Do a little investigative journalism. Figure that out for sure.
I like this turn.
Oh,
So
there's-
Becca Wood's team tried to come around that center guard and just came up a little short, it looks like.
What is?
So they're just hitting, rolling inside.
Building a wall of red stones.
There is.
Could have made an argument for just playing a tap of some sort too. That red center guard's in a pretty good position.
It is.
Wood looking at the situation and realizing not a lot of room there for her stones. Going to try to create some.
No, I'm kind of surprised they're not trying to peel me on the other side. If you can see the end we're coming down to, if you were to peel on the left side, you could go in and you could possibly ricochet
And bounce in
red
the house.
red and bounce in.
This is not a good result on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you happen to be wide, at least you're peeling one of the
You're
other
getting
ones.
something, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You play the tap this. He split him on. That's not
Just
bad.
noticed that she's got a really good guard right there, and
Oh, yeah.
there's no reason for her to
I keep the shooter
mess
here.
with that.
Yeah, I don't think you want to mess with that center one at all.
Back 8. Easier.
On the sheet next to us, Sinclair's got she's sitting shot the back button.
Two staggered rocks right in front of it.
2 staggered rocks in front of it. Cassie's second shot in the full 4, but there's no way to get to that back stone, and Sinclair's just throwing straight guards at this point.
They're in last device rocks on that sheet.
Oh. Here's the line. Oh, no. Come on. Oh. Yep.
Oh, looks like it might be on the center.
It's not curling for them, so now they're trying to
Trying
go
to
to
play
plan B.
Straight back raise.
It did seem like a lot of ice.
All right, sorry,
And you heard Just say that too. It looks might have been a touch. The weight was perfect.
Weight was very nice.
Talking about playing a double and running up to the left.
Okay.
I think there's some room if you can get under that.
I would probably just hit the one and roll to the left as we're looking at it.
Yeah, I like that too. The one that's on the center line. Ignore the
Line's good.
rockets and the edge of the floor. Just
Yeah.
roll inside.
Yep.
Just needs to curl for the double.
It's just going to hit the one on the right, I think.
It may push the other one closer.
Yeah, doubles are nice to make sometimes, but in that situation, especially here down 2, got to try to make use of the guards.
I think at your first nationals, you start seeing ends like this where all your rocks are behind the back line. then maybe you need to throw a little less weight. Try
Oh,
to
yeah.
figure out some ways around guards.
Yeah, it's really important to save shooters, and it often involves back there. They're not going to help you.
So Jess would love to just hit and roll a rock, maybe a rock and a half.
Yeah. She may have the option, if she hits the inside, could push that one back, spin the shooter up behind the guards too.
Looks really good.
Get a little bit of a roll.
That is
That's
perfect.
really nice. Need a howitzer to get both of those out of there.
Yeah. At this point, I'd be inclined to maybe just play something soft, just come to the nose, the red,
Sit right there.
and get the back red out. At least it opens up your scoring area for your draw because the rock's no longer in the forefoot.
So on the right is the overhead of the Potter-Sinclair game. Down to skip rocks. Sinclair is up 1, and it's yellow rock, so you see she's shot on the back of the forefoot.
Jackie just had a really nice shot through you see the guards there, the red and the yellow. She came right through those and got rid of, unlocked the yellow and the red and bumped that red in just a little bit to put them in this position now.
Yeah, you're gonna cross it. So, I mean, I think yeah. Really enter the court and come over here. This is still watching. But I think. Clean guys, yep. Double.
It's looking pretty good here.
Yeah,
But
the problem for Sinclair, it sounds like, is they can't guard. There's 2 shots that Cassie's got. She can go through the hole again and do the red straight back, or there's
Yellow double.
the yellow double, and she can't guard them both. So I'm talking about coming in and tapping to try to.
So that woodstone just not heavy enough to squirt that red out through the house. So Schultz buried now behind that slew of red guards.
Same kind of weight. 90.
So on the sheet next to us, Sinclair's rock is on its way down.
No line, no line. Gonna curl a little bit. Curl, go.
Looks like they're trying to play a little tap. Here into your screens. What a great shot that was. She got the tap and she got a little bit of a roll over to take away some of that red.
It cuts off the angle.
Cassie might still have a shot on the red.
I think she probably does, but you'd have to throw a little bit of weight to get through, and
that hole. You're right.
I think you'd have to throw at least board, maybe more. May also, I don't know if she can see enough of that yellow on the left to maybe kind of bounce in from it.
I don't know if she can get
Just
the
a-
inside of that.
You have to throw just a heavy draw, I think, to make that happen.
I think I'm inclined to make a run at that red right while you
That's
got it.
probably her best.
You can throw normal at it because I don't think that red rock's gonna go anywhere.
No, you're never going to lose it.
So back on our feature sheet, I think Jess came up a little bit short on the come around attempt, so leaves the wide draw for Becca Wood to score her point.
I think the same weight you just threw. You're here.
Doesn't look like she's going to be throwing with a ton of weight here.
I wonder if she's trying to come around the wide red. Sorry, I'm back on the fourth end, or sheet D on the right. She's trying to come around the high red guard and just chip the red rock in to the back 4.
Possibly.
I don't know what else ice that would be for.
I don't know.
She's not running in that long one, is she?
No, I don't think so. So I think that I don't know if the ice she's got can do that though. We're about to find out.
It seems like you'd have to throw some hit weight to get through
You'd
there.
have to throw that when you need this weight then. So here comes a Becca Woods draw attempt, and it looks a little warm.
So Schultz going to steal one. And then Potter picks up
that
shot stone here.
Yeah, she's sitting shot, but I'll tell you, if Jamie can ever get through there and pop that,
I think she can. Throw
this one you throw at least normal. Get through, stick there. She'll sit 3, and I'm not sure what Cassie's going to have to even score.
Whether you nose it or you roll out, I still think you're going to leave a really tough shot for.
Well, right, because how do you draw there?
You can't draw there.
Yeah. She's thinking just throw the guard.
And then she just throw the guard in the hole and say, how do you get 2?
I don't know, Phil. Even right now, it's not an easy 2 for her.
Yeah, unless she's trying to maybe come in and tap that rock that's in the yellow rock that's in the top 4. She's trying to come down and tap that into the red with.
I heard her say just guard.
Not sure what she's really guarding on this side of the sheet.
I
don't see guarding the hole.
I think that broom is going to get. She thinks that broom is going to get her over to the center line.
Yeah.
And block off that hole. But we're about to find out.
I tell you,
she's only thrown guard weight, so.
I tell you, if she came through and knows that, I really don't know what Cassie would have.
Sweepers are saying it's a little warm. It looks pretty good from here.
It's still on the high guard, trying to chip it over a bit. I think
the guard over, but
it's not even there.
So they move. You see, they move the guard just a little bit.
Phil, tell me this. Do you think she can come off of that red and roll into the middle and maybe get 2 that way? I think it's there.
It might be. You throw the out turn through that hole.
Out turn through the hole with hack.
Board, maybe.
Hack, maybe board. Catch it real thin.
Gonna have to have your shooter somehow spin to the button.
Well, I think what would happen is.
Actually, no, I don't think it's there because if you look at their back yellow one, the only way.
Well, but what if you come off of that, actually push the red onto that one, move it, and spin the shooter sideways into the top 4?
You definitely need to move that back Yellowstone off the button because if they don't, if the red rock just sits there, it won't be touching the button.
Right. I really think it's there. And I don't see how you can possibly hurt yourself doing that.
As long as you don't bomb it down there,
right?
I think I don't think you can hurt yourself. I agree.
Yeah, but play it relatively tight to the guard because you wreck the guard, you still get 1.
So back on our feature sheet, Becca Wood is down 4-1 with hammer, and they must have missed the first guard, and they've abandoned their guard strategy, which I think they need to start to take some chances now that they're down 3. They need to take some chances to get back in this game.
Yeah, down 3 and just throwing hits is not going to get you back into it. I think we're having our picture taken.
Because they're in shock that you guys let me up here.
The photographic evidence. They're like, they didn't believe it. No, you're not letting Tilker up there. Come on. Pulling my leg.
Hey, does this mean I get to play in the
Mockinjock?
It sure does.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, if you have the time, we have a game for you.
When's this game taking place, allegedly?
It's supposed to be Friday morning if there's no time.
Friday morning.
Yeah.
And do I get to heckle Smitty?
Of course you do.
Absolutely.
Everybody gets to do that.
I mean, that might be worth it by itself. So it looks like she's opted to go way. She's coming around the red guard and trying to chip the red.
The inside of the one on the 8-foot.
I don't know if that's. I'm going
to
be quiet.
It's definitely there.
I'm going to be quiet.
I know it's there.
Oh, she's just throwing it away.
Oh, she's chosen to not risk it.
It's a little surprising. I think he had at least a chance playing that original
Yeah.
shot.
Playing that one coming through the middle and bouncing
Yeah.
off. I think so too.
No, but she was actually right in front of the rocks and has better
Has tons of experience, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Maybe figuring it wasn't worth the try.
So Jess's team. So now we got 2 guards up. So we're gonna see some.
So we're back to our feature game here, and we're gonna come back to that in just a minute.
USA Curling is committed to providing high-quality webcasts of this and other national events now and into the future, and has partnered with TESN in doing so. Please join the Peskoff Family Charitable Foundation and the Plainfield Curling Club in improving the video quality of future national championship webcasts. The Peskoff Family Charitable Foundation will make a matching gift of $20,000 to support the continuation of and improvements to the USA Curling webcasts, including a transition to full high-definition web stream coverage. To find out more and make a donation, please visit donate.usacurl.org.
Okay, so we're back here. Our feature sheet between Jessica Schultz and Team Wood. Schultz up 4-1. They're in the 5th. Wood looks like she's trying to bail here.
Just has the one yellow, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't sweep that. I think a better rock to get off would have been the back red one.
The red one, yeah, definitely.
Because then you leave your rock there, you can run it back if you need to, and more importantly, had you taken off the red one and left the yellow, that red stone would not be fully buried.
If you bump us, that's fine.
So we're having Price tee up his interview with Daryl Sobering and Aaron Johnston, Team Sobering. They'll be up in just a few minutes.
Can you go back? No, it's gonna snap. Just wait for it.
It's running, it's not moving. There it goes. Yep.
And looking to bring a second one in. Go ahead and bury this.
Yeah, it's just undercurled from just a little bit.
Still not a bad shot at all.
It's still a good shot.
Yeah.
So this has sort of been the shot that's been the bugaboo, I think, so far. Trying to play this out turn. Sailed on him a few times. This one looks like it's crossing.
Maybe get some action on the ones in the
They
house
need to get off
potentially.
just a little bit and make back contact.
Moved them all. We'll get the other one out.
It's a nice shot.
Really nice.
That's really nice.
Wasn't the shot they were calling, but it's a really nice shot.
Good result.
And they left one to run in.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, normally you probably wouldn't want a guard out there, but at this point, you kind of need something you can play off of. All your rest of your stones are behind the back line.
Yep.
Gives Jess an opportunity to make a better come around than her last one. Rock's coming down. It looks wide and a little warm.
Yeah, if it's heavy, I think you want to take this by. Don't want to bounce it.
Well, they're kind of in between here. I think they're going to take it.
They got caught in between.
Just indecisive there. Would have been better to stay on it, get it by that.
Those are tough when you're a foot heavy, like are you,
Right.
like
It's like,
how
oh.
sure are you that you're a foot heavy?
Exactly right. It's like those guards that like might be in but might not. It's like, oh, do I sweep it to get it all the way in? Do I wait till it stops?
I think you just have to. You got to commit to a shot.
Yep.
If it ends up being the wrong one, then
Well,
so be it.
so be it. Exactly.
But
So that one ran a little bit on Stevenson, and now just the one Schultz rock in the house.
Yeah, I'd still like to see Team Wood just bring their hit weights down because Down 3. They need to be trying to set up scoring opportunities, and throwing normal weight, you're rarely going to do that. You got to be saving your shooters for potential points.
I think the biggest story of this game so far has been the Schultz rink has been relatively untested. They haven't had to make many delicate shots. The Albin's very routine,
right?
And that's partly because what you mentioned. When you roll out, she just gets a free draw again,
right,
as opposed to having to play a more precise hit and roll, perhaps.
Right. She's sitting one buried behind the center, gets to drop a second one back there. That's an extremely relaxed position to throw from. Have to go to get this by, and I think they are by, but now it might come out the other side though. Oh, that's really nice.
It's just about perfect.
It is perfect.
Now Wood down to her last 2, really doesn't have anywhere to hide.
No, I think you can either come around on the in-turn and
try to
hack weight, tap it, get the again,
bump that back and stay frozen.
Just open up that 4-foot space more. You can run the yellow back, but you're right. They can't freeze now. It doesn't do them any good.
No.
It's no real draw to the button either, because they can make a short little red-on-red run back.
Yep.
On sheet B, it was a steal of 2 for Nina Roth. Now leads Kristen Clark 6-0. And looking in complete control, sitting 4 at the moment.
Nina currently sitting in 4th place.
This is a really important game for her. She needs to win her next 2 games to still stay in the playoff hunt.
Only top 3 women's teams make the playoffs on that side.
Roth currently sitting 4 over there in that game as well.
And it looks like she's drawing to life 5.
So Wood looking to draw. Try and find some way to hide half a stone.
This looks like it might just be freezing onto the top. Bounce.
No, it's a nice. She's made the shot she called, but
I'm not really sure how that helps her.
Yeah, at this point, I think because that yellow is locked on the red, the front one, she's got no real way to get the back red out.
No, not at all. And if just guards here, she could say, all right, draw the button for your 1. And if you don't make it, I'm stealing 2.
Yeah, so there you go. She's going to guard her only path in for the draw. And
I think that's a shot because...
And I think it's going to be a steal of 1 for sure.
Well, I mean, unless
the yellow, long yellow run back.
Yeah, I guess you want this kind of maybe about a foot or foot and a half off the center line. I really don't know what Becca's going to have. I mean, you got nothing on the left side.
Nope.
Can't hit those yellows and score. Yeah, the double raise on the center might be all there is. Unless she really feels bold and wants to run the one that's about to come down the ice in.
So on the sheet next to us, between Potter and Sinclair, it's a pretty open end. Sinclair is in line 1.
I think just let it die.
She's line 1 on the 8-foot.
Over curling. That's fine, just over curling a bit.
More than likely will be a blank end unless someone makes a really nice roll behind the corner.
So with that over curling, Wood has a chance to draw for 1 on that out-turn side. She set up something that she wanted. She keeps looking at that left side. I don't know what's there.
Well, there's nothing on the left side at all. Nothing except hit the reds to give up 1. Is there anything? She thinks she can do something with that red that was just put there?
If you run the red onto the yellow, it might be possible to get those 2 reds to go out far enough and have your yellow not to kind of roll into the forefoot, but I think this doesn't look like an easy shot, but I think it's a lot more a feasible shot.
Absolutely.
I think they looked at a few options and then realized, hey, we could just draw.
Could just draw to the button. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
do that.
That's like, oh yeah, okay. Well, sounds good to me.
I think it's good you're looking at all your chances here. You're down a few. You know, 1 is great, but 2 would have been better if you had a legitimate shot at it.
Right. So looking for the button.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Yep, the line. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Line doesn't look bad. It's all about the weight now.
It's pretty close.
It actually looks like it's okay.
Hard, guys. Yep. Bring it in. Yep.
It's kind of good looking shot here.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What a fantastic
look at that.
shot.
Hey,
Wow,
there you go.
nice.
Nice shot.
Right to the button.
And with that, Becca Wood picks up her single here in the 5th. Now trails Jessica Schultz 4-2. We'll be back with an interview with Daryl Sober and Aaron Johnson right after this.
USA Curling provides brochures, directories, and in-ice logos at no cost to all member clubs. These materials can be ordered online for free any time of the year. Click the membership materials link in the clubs section of the usacurl.org website for more information. USA Curling provides access to live scoring for all national championships to help members share in the end-to-end excitement of each game. Check out the action on the USA Curling website or curlingzone.com.
All right, welcome into our 5th end break here at Xfinity Arena and the 2017 U.S. Curling National Championships. Price Atkinson and joined a special 5th end break guest here today. Daryl Sobering on the far end, Aaron Johnson here closest to me in the middle. One of the 3 rookie teams here at Curling Nationals, but the only on the men's side. And guys, welcome in. This is it's been a lot of fun watching you guys play and getting to know y'all a little bit this week.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun being here so far.
Well, you guys are based out of Denver, Colorado, and interesting. An author, real estate agent, a civil engineer, and a software designer. You guys come together to form Team Sobering out of the Denver Curling Club, and let's talk about how you guys got here. I think we wrote about it in the Daily Pebble today that Terry Davis, puts together, and it's awesome. Go check it out online at usacurl.org. But the comeback. You lose 2 in the Challenger. You win 5 straight to get here. That's a lot of pressure, and you guys came through. Talk about it.
Sure. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, it was a great experience. I mean, to get to Nationals was one of our biggest goals this year. And we're definitely going to do the challenge round. We did a lot of cash deals leading up to that just to try to make it and do well in the challenge round to prepare us for that. And then getting to the challenge round, we drop our first 2 games. Everybody's kind of feeling a little down. And just to be able to bounce back from that was pretty incredible.
Yeah,
it felt good. It was amazing. I think, I don't know, maybe those first couple games got a little bit of nerves for newer guys and a little bit of pressure, but our team stays pretty light all the time. Even on the ice, we stay pretty light, and we started just making some shots after that first win. Everyone relaxed, and we got hot, so it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, you guys didn't just get hot. You guys are here, proud, representing Denver, Colorado. First team from 21 years to make it to Nationals from Colorado. That's got to be pretty awesome because I see Aaron's got his Colorado Curling Club hat on right here.
Shout out to some guys at the club for that one.
Yeah. We brought pins with us. We're trying to let it be known that Colorado has a state-of-the-art facility and trying to get some of these players out there. That's one of the things we've been doing the whole spiel, just letting them know we have great ice and we're ready to compete. We're going to hopefully be sending more and more curlers every year to competitive events all over the country.
And I thought it was really cool. I think I thought I saw maybe Aaron after one of the games give one of your curling pins, a Denver Curling Club pin, to another team, and I just happened to be standing down there in the tunnel to see. I thought that was really, really cool to do that.
Yeah, it's such a huge part of our sport.
Yeah.
I mean, I love collecting pins. A lot of people collect pins, and it's a great thing just to kind of share.
I know we don't typically at these events, a lot of the guys don't do that, and we understand that. But it was, I don't know. I still think it's a nice gesture, and I still think it's, hey, DCC, Denver's got a club, and we want to get some more people out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Josh Chetwin, when I talked to you guys yesterday, he said something, specifically about the Denver Curling Club, that you guys have a brand new state-of-the-art facility opened in 2014. You said just fantastic ice you guys get to play on. And that, while what you guys are doing here, hoping it grows interest in the Denver area and gets more people to the club, but to inspire new curlers, people that have been curling for a little while, that, look, you guys can do this too. Look at us here at Nationals. If you work hard, you can play on the ice with Olympians, guys that have won world championships.
Yeah, and I think that's a big.
Medals.
I think it's a big thing for our club right now.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of support online. People are watching our games and watching Becca out here play, and seeing Josh, who's such a young curler at 2.5 years, 6 months of competitive curling.
Amazing.
They see him and then they go, wow, okay, well maybe if we put a little time in, we might be able to be competitive also. So it's been exciting for them and us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it, Aaron, to be like to be the young buck on the team? Can you teach some of the older guys a little bit? Get a little bit of your youthful energy rub off on them.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's fun to be here. This has been a goal of mine forever, and I've curled for 15 years, and to be able to play at this level, it's all kind of worked up to this. And now it's just, okay, the next step. What's the next step after this? Just to keep getting better and keep pushing the boundary. But yeah, it's awesome to see people like Josh, who have just been doing this for a couple of years, be able to pull him along into it. And, like, here's one of my passions and helping him along with it, and now he's hooked for life.
Yeah.
So.
Even though Aaron's the youngest on the team, experience-wise, he definitely is not. So,
yeah.
He brings experience to the table. For all of us, so yeah, on the sweeping and the weight calling and the shot calling in the house too. So yeah.
Well, experience. I know it's been a great experience for you guys here. You don't go home empty-handed. Certainly, you got 2 more games, but you've already gotten the taste of victory. You knock off Steven Dropkin 9-8, so you get a win. And just earlier today, you take John Schuster, 3-time Olympian. You take him to the final stone before the game is decided. That's got moral victory. You want to win, but to see you playing with somebody like that, it's got to give you guys just a ton of confidence.
That definitely felt good. I think the team. I think honestly that was the first game we've played this whole tournament so far, this whole spiel, where we felt like we played to the level that we played in the challenge round. So, yeah, if we can continue like that, you never know, we might pull out a couple more wins and hopefully upset some people.
Well, you got 2 more games. You got Todd Burr tonight on Sheet A, 7 o'clock, and then Craig Brown tomorrow on Sheet B at 12 noon. And you want to say hey to all the web viewers and everybody, the web stream viewers back in Denver and at the club. But, what is the biggest takeaway for you guys from this experience this week? I mean, what is it that stood out? What have you enjoyed the most?
I mean, now we know what to practice more when we go home. I mean, it really helps to refine your skills and get better, and now we know kind of what we need to be prepared for next time. And hopefully this isn't the only time we make it here. I mean, we want to come back next year, definitely.
Yeah, seeing I guess just seeing the skills of current players and I guess where we are, just like Aaron said, kind of where we are and what we need to work on. Also realizing that, hey, we can get some wins and beat some of these guys, and so I think that helps with the confidence level for all 4 of us, and probably some other people at our club too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Aaron, you told me the other day a ton of people are watching on the web stream, so let you guys make sure you say hey to them right now, everybody watching back in Denver.
Hey everybody back in Denver. Thank you, Galloway.
Yes, it was great.
All right, awesome having you guys here. It's been a lot of fun this week. Let's get it back over to Joe. So we got Jessica Schultz and Becca Wood from your club from Denver
Becca.
on the ice. Back over to you, Joe.
Thanks a lot, Price. Thanks, guys. So back to our feature game here. We've had some stones played. Center guard, come around, another center guard, another come around, but this one winds up being a bit short. And Wood has a chance now with all this shrapnel out front to bury one, make it really good. There is a blank in the 5th end in Sinclair Potter, just to keep you updated. Still 2-2.
Clean.
Roth still in control over there on sheet B, 6-1.
Close. Yep. Hard.
this is the right way, it's going to be pretty good. But it looks like it's going to
they
tick the
got-
It's
guard.
a long way short.
Yep.
And that-
Still not bad. Lots of guards out front. If you ever sink one behind there, you're going to be pretty good.
They got 4 guards to steal.
Of course, the converse is
I think at this point, Jess is just she's got to.
just got to go in, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's too much stuff out front.
Even if you made that top double peel on the yellows, there's still 2 guards up.
Yep. Yeah, I think she could probably look at this as an opportunity to maybe get a big score. If she can bury this, she can start thinking about scoring 2 or 3. That would put her well in control.
Follow this line. Yep. After line. Okay. Room. Hard. Go. Hard. Go. Keep going. Hard.
Doesn't that always
Looking
happen?
like a nice one here.
Just by.
You say you have room, and then immediately hard comes after.
Oh, you think you have room here, but suddenly you don't. There's seen a lot of late finish.
Yep.
So Wood immediately puts the broom down for another come-around draw.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
I was going to say I touched it.
What?
I touched it.
Oh.
It's burnt.
Oh,
If
somebody
it's a
burned
burned
it.
stone, then
That's out of play then.
Yep. If it's burned before the hog line, you take it away from play,
Yep.
and if it's burned after the hog line, you let the rock come to rest.
And then it's the non-offending skip's decision as to whether it stays or goes.
Yeah, I think that was probably put in place because someone at some point in time in the past may have had a rock not going to work out the best for them and burn it and take it off, and
Yep.
so now it's the opposition team decides what they can put. They have the option of removing the rock from play, putting everything back. They can let play stay
Let
as
it stand.
or they have the option of putting rocks where
Where they think they would have ended
gone
up.
had
Yes.
the infraction not occurred.
Yes, exactly. And then what happens if they're sweeping really hard and then they kick the rock?
Well, yeah, that was a reference to what happened in our game last night. I wish there was a way to remove all these weird things about curling that impacts that can possibly impact the outcomes, but I don't know what you do.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to do, right?
Yeah, I think the
Kind of is what it is.
don't burn the stone.
Whoa.
Right off.
Back.
Right off. Keep an eye
So
on
this looks.
Looks like it's got a lot of weight.
Yeah, it
and
does.
a lot of line, too.
That's coming down though.
It is checking.
It's gonna issue it right off and just let them walk sideways if they can.
Oh, it's still too deep.
It's good to communicate.
I like the idea coming around that side. Yeah, sink it pretty good.
Stops for second shot.
I still prefer the intern come around because if intern come around, you can get to the button. If they had made that shot, then
The
Jess could
intern's still
still
there, yeah.
make the shot and cancel it out. That might have been maybe an instance of realizing maybe they've been heavy a little bit and
Trying to use the
trying
backing
to
a
use the
little bit.
backing as a possibility.
Needs to be back though if it is.
So this rock's not curling, and so they need to take this rock deep to not leave a hit and roll.
Some good sweeping there by Wood. Gets it back to third stone.
Right down to it. Little cap's okay.
Yeah, so this is an interesting call. She's called to go back to follow the stone down. Doing so will still leave Schultz shot stone.
Yeah, I don't.
Stay close, guys.
Generally speaking, the reason why you'd come all the way back to a
Hard,
freeze
really hard.
is if you can't afford to have them pick you out. But because
Whoa.
yellow is currently second, that's not really a concern for them.
Yeah, I don't really know what. I mean, it comes up a long way short, anyways. But I don't know what would have been accomplished even if that had been made.
So
As it stands, that's not bad. That
No.
where that
Oh, no,
position
it's not.
is.
That's actually, I kind of like that
This
better than the call
Yellowstone
shot.
is danger for Jess, and there's no doubt she knows it. She's just trying to figure out what to do.
It's not a real easy hit on this either. Some jam possibilities.
Wow, I
There's
think
jams all over it.
as long as you don't drive it straight onto yours that's shot, you're probably okay. You leave your own up there. You could even nose this if it stuffs on the back. So what?
Jess recognizes the danger, but as so she's going to play for the nose.
Keep it firm. Okay. 9.
So she jams it straight back on the back red. It won't matter.
Yeah, stone won't any longer be a
As long
danger.
as she hits at least 3/4 to 7/8, she'll miss her shot stone.
No.
This is this.
It's coming up.
Oh,
Look at
look at that finish.
Look at
Wow.
that cut.
It's
Look
going
at
to
that.
cut it right through the hole. Oh, nice.
That really turned hard.
Mm-hmm. It certainly did. Nice shot by
Very nice shot.
Courtney.
Yeah, that was Courtney's last.
It's fine.
Hey, I think the draw on the other side is a little easier. Guard's a little higher, and you have your
You can see
have a
about
backer there.
You can see about the same amount of the forefoots.
Yep.
You do have that backing if you happen to need it. The reason, one reason to play this side is Red's got that tap back, so you can get around that and take away that tap back from her.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, guys.
Close. Clean. Yep, yep.
Just
Yep,
clean,
yep,
guys.
hard. Yep, yep, hard.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Let's bring it back to the red one.
You know, one thing that's it's always not sure when they're calling yes and whoa. It's never really clear. Is it for weight or for line?
Yeah.
And that might just be, could just be a little bit of an inexperience thing. That's. Oh, there are some of those famous signs.
The Sinclair faces again.
Yep. Fast Signs has been pretty busy this week.
Yeah, wow. I've heard a lot of people using their stuff.
No doubt that there will be some new ones tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's currently Steve's full-time job is printing signs.
Printing giant heads.
Yeah.
Yes, I see.
So I think Jess is looking at the tap now.
Yeah, based on that ice, I think so too.
I think that's a good call. Get in there and sit two. And if the opportunity is afforded later, she may have a chance to pick off that yellow second shot, possibly to score a bunch. See where this one ends up.
Backing, wait. Speed the same.
So you hear him talking about the weight, trying to make sure that the ice hasn't slowed down or sped up. It's kind of the two different jobs. It's the skips and the vice skips job to kind of map out the sheet in terms of how much does it move, doing what kind of weights, and it's the front end's job to map out the speed. You know, if you throw it over here, it's this speed. If you throw it over here, it's this speed.
Speed of different tracks.
Exactly. Right. Fortunately, when you're playing on this ice with Dave and his crew doing such a great job. Just a small tap now.
Well, it's in there for a second.
Yep.
It's in a pretty good spot, too.
Yeah, so to finish that thought with Dave and those guys just doing such a great job, it kind of makes that easy on us sometimes.
Right.
But it's the later ends that you got to pay attention.
Yeah.
I'd rather not crash on that guard up there. Okay.
That was a great shot by, it wasn't the exact shot she wanted, but
it works out.
It works out really well for her.
Completely cuts off any draw on that side.
Forces Becca out to this other side. And even if Becca makes a great shot, she might be able to run that stone in.
Yeah, that's part of what was so good about it. It's actually open and usable if Jess needs it.
So going over to the sheet next to us, Sinclair's got hammer. She's got a rock on the edge of the button on the T line behind 2 centers.
Hard. Really hard. Mia. All the way, yep. Really lean on it. Really hard, yep. Really hard, yep. Clear the front, yep. Hard. Gotta go, yep.
Oh, it might
All
have
the
a
way.
great one here.
Nice sweep, guys.
That is a fantastic
Oh,
shot.
look at that. Oh, is that any good?
Another
Sorry.
fantastic shot by Becca. I think you're going to see Jess play that slash. I don't think it's the only thing she's got. Sheet next to us here coming down. Cassie's last shot.
I don't have a ton of it.
Hack weight. Try to get rolling the inside behind the 2 center guards.
She's trying to make contact right now.
Same broom. A little bit more, maybe.
She noses it. She's going to leave Sinclair a wide open peel for the blank. They're just checking to make sure that there's no jam possibility, because there's a yellow stone that's hanging on the back line. It's out of play. Out of the ring, sorry. It's back on her. She looks like she's just playing the tap for one.
Just a tap to the button, it looks like.
You know, I think that's I like that call, because she's up by 2 right now. If she makes this tap for the 3, she maintains
up by 3
momentum.
Yep.
Up 3 after 6. And if she makes that slash, it's only for
If she makes it perfect,
anyway.
it's only for 2, so
And
play the easier shot.
Yeah. And there's actually a risk you could give up 2 if you play the slash.
Close. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Yep. Hard.
It's too heavy.
Yeah. She asked for it to curl, and it did on her. And
So Becca Wood is going to pick up a steal at 1 here. Now trails 4-3 to Jessica Schultz. And we'll pick up action right after this.
The Curling in the Gym program is a great way to teach kids about the sport. Member clubs can borrow equipment, including rolling stones, target mats, brooms, and lesson plans from USA Curling for free. Contact the USCA National Office toll-free at 888-CURLERS for more information. In 2012, USA Curling was selected to administer the Darwin Curtis Fund Grant Program on behalf of the Chicago Community Trust. The program awards $25,000 annually to support the growth of the sport. Clubs with 501c3 nonprofit status can apply for funds each spring. For more information, check out the Members and Clubs section of the USA Curling website.
So we're back here, feature game. Jessica Schultz has a 4-3 lead over Becca Wood. Wood made a spectacular come around to steal that end. Looked like it was going to be a bundle for Schultz. But Becca takes one away. Now only trails by 1. What we're going to do, as we have a game between Potter and Sinclair knotted at 2 in the 7th end, we're going to split screen that game. So those of you at home who have an interest in that game can keep an eye on that one. But we're going to keep our focus over here on the original feature game, as it's also super competitive. So Wood would have liked to probably had put that on the center line. Winds up being a corner.
Lots of room. Back here is good.
Yep.
Yep, Jordan.
We almost lost Tilker.
Yep, hard, Jordan. Hard.
I'm back, though.
You got to talk into the mic.
I just can't yell.
Nope.
You can.
No one's going to listen, though. Well, no one listens to you anyway, so.
It's very true.
Well, I think of Tilker as the voice of reason.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that, Joe. May God have mercy on your soul.
So on our feature sheet here,
I kind of like coming down.
they were trying to throw the center guard and just over curled on him, gave him set up a corner,
Yep.
and that's going to change the focus of this end a little bit.
Just take it off. Okay. Yep. If we hit roll to the center, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm taking a quick look over on sheet B. I think Kristen Clark does not like playing with the hammer. She stole a bunch yesterday. She stole another one. 6-2 now. And she's got 2 right on the center line. She's going to be guarding now.
That hammer sometimes is
Normal.
pretty challenging.
So we'll see what happens there. It's early in that end over there, but that game's not over yet.
I have to think there was a better shot for them to play than to peel their guard that they had just thrown, because you effectively threw your 2 stones away.
Yeah, you basically wasted your lead rocks.
I mean, maybe, she talked about following them down. I didn't mind that shot. He could have thrown another center.
Yeah.
I kind of like that shot. Throw a center guard.
I get the center guard. I mean, I don't really. I understand trying to open the Schultz rock that's in there, but
The problem is they had to have known that Jess is just going to split the house on them now, and now they're forced to make a double.
Yeah.
Or they're going to give it 2 points.
I mean, it's essentially at this point 8 rocks against 6. So, assuming Jess's team can make their hits and sticks, it'd be the easiest deuce that they've probably ever gotten.
Yep. Sweet. Sweet. Hard. Hard on the way. Hard on the way. Whoa. Great shot.
Should have a nice roll right here coming up here. A little too far, but
Clark screws back under a little bit.
yeah.
I still think it's the red that's shot.
Just normal. Firm.
Gonna play up weight, drive it back onto that yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Some wood may get out of this yet. With a nice hit and roll. Schultz could have split the house again.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Please. Yep.
Just curling on him. Gotta go.
See if she saves the one thrown in the house. No, gonna lose everything by the looks of it.
Okay. There's that.
So we'll see what Wood decides to do now.
Yeah, I mean, Jess won't be sad about that at all. It's a 7th end. If she gets a blank, if she goes in with 3 ends to go, she'll have, if you split those hammers, she gets 2 hammers to Becca Wood's 1 hammer.
And already being ahead by a point, that's a pretty good position.
Meanwhile, Sinclair has a chance to split the house over on sheet D. She has the hammer in the 7th over there.
There. Yep. Hard, all the way to Z. All the way to Z. Great shot.
Couple of nice draws there.
Nice sweep, ladies.
I really do think Becca's got to continue with some guards.
Yep. Down behind with hammer, generally going in the house isn't going to do a whole lot for you.
Ooh, whoa.
That's a really nice shot. Hanging on to the 12-foot. It's going to force them to play the hit, or they're maybe talking with a freeze. This is a really tough shot. If you make it, it's a great shot, but if you overcurl an inch, you can be frozen on them, but
And
not
even,
shots.
it will not even be in the house at this width. Still like to see her guard thrown.
I think she's kind of committed at this point.
Yeah, I would be inclined to hit that and roll inside.
Whoa.
You're going to have to go super hard for your steal on the roof, though.
Whoa.
Too if it's heavy, they need to get right off this and
Take a look. Hard.
Close, yep.
Hard. Pretty hard.
She might be able to peek one behind it.
go around it, maybe use it as a guard.
That would be the greatest come around of all time.
Not quite there. The line was there for it.
Oh, yeah.
Just need a little more weight.
Hold on to 2 inches of the 12-foot behind that. Just can make a nice hit and roll back to the center and sit 2.
Close. Yep.
So meanwhile now,
Potter in a bit of trouble down there.
yep, gonna have to make a double and roll.
All right, Corey.
What happened on their previous shot? 'Cause at one point the house was just split.
Yeah, they were drawn to sit 2. It must have been a flash takeout or
Yeah.
something.
Whoa. What's up?
Okay, whoa.
Whoa, guys, on it. Stay on it.
Whoa.
It's got a little more weight, I think.
Yep.
Whoa. Off. Sorry. Off. Great shot.
Nice shot.
Yep.
There's something I'd love to see this Becca Wood team do would be to get some indication as to why they're saying yes and no.
Same thing.
Sometimes I think there are multiple people calling weight and line.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think that might just be an experience thing again.
And it's like, it's not just yes, it's, well, yes what?
Yep. Hard. Yep.
Just
Hard.
curling on them.
Clean.
I think they got the hit. Might actually lose their one out the side there. Oh, no, save it.
Good throw.
There we go.
Roll
That's a
back
nice
to the center.
shot.
That's a very nice very nice shot from Courtney. So on the bottom right of your screen, that's Cassie Potter's going to have to make a double,
Good pair.
facing 3 that are very far spread out.
Yeah, if you make that straight back double, I think you go for that one, and if it comes up on you can go for the rolls or plan B, but
Yeah, the best would be the double and roll in,
Hit first.
which would force Jamie to hit it.
they're right off us completely.
It's close.
Getting really close.
Oh, jams it.
Oh,
That's hard luck. Leaves Sinclair sitting 2, actually.
like a half-inch higher or a half-inch lower.
It's
is
perfect.
Anything but that.
It's the one spot you couldn't afford to hit it.
Yep.
Really hard, guys. Yep. All the way. Yep.
Hard.
Go. Yep.
Take the roll.
Get the roll. Whoa.
Whoa. No. Whoa.
Where's this rolling to?
Wow, what a roll.
Oh, jeez, there you go.
Nice.
Use it as a guard.
There's a guard.
Jeez.
My goodness, look at that.
I don't know. That could have rolled that another couple inches.
Yeah. It was good, but it could have been better.
Well, I think
Should be pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Shot stone, half buried. It's only one turn to get to that stone.
Yeah. If you could somehow get to the intern on that, you're cheating. I'm gonna wager Jess is just thinking about just drawing to it.
I think that's what she's doing.
That's probably the best.
Just play just through weight. And if it happens to over curl, you'll rub your red, still roll and be shot. Or you might even roll to be sit in front of it as shot.
yeah. It needs to be off. Just thinking heavy draw. Just because that one's on and back
Real good stone there for Sinclair.
Yeah, I think you're going to force Cassie to have to follow down and just sit on it.
Could blow this game open.
Well, basically throwing against the game at that point.
I mean, you give up 2 with 3 to play, you're definitely not out of it, but giving up 3 or 4, I think, is close to the same thing.
Oh yeah. Especially given how we we know the Sinclair team can defend a lead, or just get rid of stones in general. We saw them do it last night.
So this looks like it's moving pretty quick down the sheet. Are they going to get a piece of this at all?
No.
No, they won't. Just an overthrow. That was hacked to almost board.
Yeah, I don't think she was planning on throwing that kind of weight.
No.
So Wood's going to get a chance to have Schultz thrown against 2 here.
I think this is what you could call though.
A little higher.
No, you call this.
All right, let's do it.
So you hear them talking about where they want to put it, and they've talked about putting it in the top button. Problem with that spot,
what's it going to leave?
It's just going to leave her a double. I know you don't want to leave them a draw with backing, but you either put this even with that yellow stone back 4, or else you put it like top 8 or right in top 4 to make that double really thin.
Or you could just draw to the open side too, like bite the side of the 4-foot, make a double impossible.
I mean, realistically, you're not stealing this end.
No.
And so you got to make sure that you get the next best thing, which is the force.
Right.
And that calls for a different shot than what they've talked about doing.
Meanwhile, over on sheet D, Cassie breezes her draw attempt.
Oh no! So open draw for 4.
Open draw for 4.
No.
Where's it at, guys?
That will be a tough deficit to come back from.
Oh.
Not impossible.
Oh, very, very, very tough.
But
Looks there. Clean and look. Looks
so
there,
the sweepers
all
are
there.
off of it. They seem disinterested in sweeping.
Right off.
Looks pretty good though from our perspective.
Yeah, it just needs paint. I think they're good now.
Becca finding her game
So
here.
so Becca, they're looking for top button, but they put it in the back 4, which I think will pretty much make that double a moot point.
So no double now, just going to hit and stick for 1.
So over on sheet B, between Roth and Clark, Roth is lying 2. She has hammer. And Kristen is basically going to be drawing to probably back 4, back button behind the center guard and the rock center 8-foot.
Gotta go to stay.
And this looks like a rollout.
And
what's gonna
roll out? It does.
Oh, steal a 1 for Wood. Ties the game up at 4.
Becca Woods, in the last three ends, has definitely been coming through. She's 2 clutch draws that draw to the button where she couldn't see it, and then again,
and then
the hit and roll
under the back edge, yeah.
Under that guard on the side 12.
That's definitely not an ordinary
Using the
guard.
entire house. Real nice, and we'll come back for the 8th right after this.
Thanks for watching the 2017 USA Curling National Championships. If you have a question or comment for Joe, BA, or the rest of the TESN.US broadcast booth, reach out to them on Twitter using the hashtag CurlingNationals.
So we're back here, feature game between Team Schultz and Team Wood. Becca Wood just coming through with the last 2 ends.
Clean it. 2.
And this team has got their chance here.
2, 3. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Gotta leave this one short. Looks great.
And short it is.
You may see a tick attempt here. Yep.
That's what it looks like. Stephanie Seneker having a real nice game at 87%. Last I saw, she was actually statistically the top-ranked lead in the women's field.
Phil, you throw a lot of these. What kind of weight are you throwing here?
We've switched. We now throw about back. We're looking for back 8. And the reason we switched to that, we used to throw hack.
Oh, that's pretty nice right there.
That's right.
Really
rock.
nice.
And the problem we found is sometimes that if you just miss it, the rock's going through and you're getting a 0. Where if you throw the back gate and if you take too much ice, it ends up back gate for the other two. They still have to deal with it.
True.
And so we started throwing back gate weight at those shots.
So back at calling a freeze here. Could play another center guard.
If I were her, I would be throwing the center guard. Make that tick again. I mean, Steph pretty much made that as absolutely perfect as we're ever going to make a tick.
Absolutely.
Got it off and
saving it in the rings.
And so
Yep. Hard.
Holding this pretty well.
this is going to
Looks like
overcurl
it's
on him.
overcurling, yeah.
Looks like it's going to overcurl on him.
Might be shot rock though. I think it is. Oh, maybe not. Oh?
That's really close. I think it's red.
Just
they think
motion
it's
that
red.
I don't mind keeping it over here.
So Jess is very happy to likes to stay away from the corner guard, which is a little surprised. Oh,
Yeah, I think she's changed now. I would certainly hope she'd make use of that corner guard.
that's why you paid the chip in the first place, right?
Oh, yeah. You got a corner guard, and you're not grouping your rocks either.
So where is Perry, Michigan? Anyone know?
I want to say it's a suburb of Detroit. Not completely sure about that.
As we all reach for our phones.
Everybody pulling out Google. Google's about to crash from all the people looking it up.
Let's see.
Google's going to think there's something crazy going on in Perry, Michigan with all these flood of requests.
Right, Steph.
See who can get it quicker. Seems to be near Lansing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I like the hit. Yep.
It's like a northeastern suburb of Lansing.
No. Curl. Got it, curl. Whoa.
So we got all our scoring updates for you on the left. They are current as of right now. Maybe get a price check with Price Atkinson. You ready to go there, Price?
I guess so. You always catch me off guard down there, Joe, especially in the latter end of these games here. But, yeah, over here on sheet E right in front of us, Cora Farrell 6-5 right now on Corey Christensen. In a game, Nina Roth looks like she's in control over there 6-2. So this one down 1 here in the 8th. This is one the pressure's going to be on because as we all know, there's only 3 playoff spots on the women's side. So this is one that Corey and her team need to get. But got a good one here. We got a lot of good ones here across the ice, especially including our feature sheet. I've been down here watching Team Wood and Schultz. How about Team Wood coming through here in these last couple ends? What, back-to-back steals to tie this thing? Count me impressed down here watching the Wood girls here.
Yes, for line. Yes.
Thanks, Price. This Wood team has come through, but they're looking at 3 Schultz stones here.
So careful where this rock rolls to.
Oh, look at this.
Might get that other one on the side.
Or could sit in front of the red.
At least that counts that one.
Yep.
Let's see what
That yellow
Schultz
stone
does.
will all but eliminate that back red from being an issue in this end.
See where Jordan Moulton puts this one. I don't think she's so sure about this one.
Didn't look like she was very happy with
Not impressed with her own stone there.
giving it the evil eye, the stink eye.
Oh, I can see why.
Is that second one drag enough to maybe make a triple?
I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it.
I think there's enough. Because when you hit that rock on the the first rock on the left-hand side, it's going to kind of throw that back one out.
Push it to the right
a little bit. I don't think
should
it's clear it by.
Well, should know better than to say that.
You know what? It's safe this time. I said it.
Okay. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you said it first. Okay.
We got to hit something in order for it to
first you got to
be
make
an issue.
contact. Oh.
Yeah, this out turn has been a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I think every big weight shot that Portia has tried with that turn, that out turn, has been wide. She's given it a real big flare, and these rocks will run very, very straight if you do that.
Jess is running out of spots where to put her stones, so that they don't end up coming back to haunt her.
I don't mind that. As long as I don't throw a guard, really.
So just gonna split the house instead of go in front of this combo.
T-line. Okay.
Looks a little warm from here.
It's not over there.
Gotta sit.
Like I said, we'll just bite enough time to lie fourth stone.
Yeah, just barely.
Becca, we gotta try the hit. Yep.
You know, they don't really have to play the hit here. They could, that top stone they're gonna have a hit on, they could just tap that back with back 8 weight, just kind of spread those 2 red stones out, and then give Jess a really hard time to get rid of their yellow.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yep. Hard. Yes, hard.
This one's taking off on her. Might only get one here.
Yeah.
Oh, or might get nothing. Oh.
Still Schultz sitting 3.
Yeah, I think best case scenario there is they were going to leave themselves shot, but with no backing.
Yeah, Jess would just hit it anyways.
And my 3 afterward.
Yep.
That's some of the things you learn as you play more and more.
It's either there or go close to that
starts to
yellow
become
one
a game of negotiating where the rocks are and just jiggling them around to try to give yourself a better position.
Yeah, it's
I don't mind that.
takes a bit of experience to remember that sometimes sometimes the rocks behind the tee line, even if they're the wrong color, can be your friend.
Mm-hmm. Most often they are.
Yep.
Tee's good. It's gonna go hard here. Yep. Wait only.
Courtney wants to keep this one in front of the tee line.
Yeah, it looks pretty good from here.
As long as it doesn't over curl.
Where's that? Well, all you guys.
I think they're trying to put a tee line to try to leave no double.
Good throw.
That's a pretty nice spot.
That is a very nice spot.
Trying to keep an eye on Christensen and Farrell.
No, I'm sorry. 3 misses killed us.
Farrell just tried to double, but rolled out, only making a single. Christensen has a chance to get around 2 stacked center guards, put a lot of pressure on Farrell.
Only have 2 shots left. They have hand.
Well, you got to do a little damage control, right? You
Okay.
freeze assumption, maybe you roll. You know, you probably get these 2 and roll into this cover. That might be a good option for you.
Okay.
You got kind of lucky with that one right there, right?
Yeah, I was
Same
thinking we
idea.
were going to have to try to do the hits. Okay, so
So we've got a timeout called on our feature sheet.
You got to go this way.
Inside out? Okay. I'll try for the hit and roll, and then what should I do for my second one?
And then freeze on the next
Second
one.
one? Okay. I'm sorry.
Or even draw in T line right around that top.
So the girls are going hard to get Corey's rock into the rings.
Yeah.
You got
They got a good one for line. It's all about weight.
That's not so bad.
Okay.
So Corey draws around and looks like she's just shy of biting the forefoot behind the center guards. Gonna leave Cora a little hit and flop off of stone edge of the 4 to get her point. Oh.
There's some character
trio of trouble right there. My goodness.
As soon as those eyes showed up, you had to get away from that. Apparently that's the thing he does.
Like give that look.
Yeah. They're looking for their spot back up on the screen, but so I don't know what the called shot is here. Looking at the broom, it looks like she's going to be trying to corner freeze on that red stone at the top of the 8 you see on your right-hand side of the screen.
Boy, is that a tough shot.
I think she's got, because you can't go to the back one because you'll be third shot at best.
Yeah.
Hammer coming down for Farrell here on sheet E.
Yep, they're waiting
trying
for
to play a hit and roll.
They needed to curl. They needed to curl. And
Curls
it
just
just rolls
enough.
inside, and she's good for a point. So Cora will take a 2-point lead going into the 9th.
Oh, Becca's playing a hit on those 2 shot
Reds.
stones. Yeah.
Yep. No, never.
Super thin. Might get the back one
She
too.
might get the back one. Oh, I need a little thicker.
Oh.
Yeah, it hit.
So sitting 3. I would say
Looks
just
like we had handshakes on sheet D.
Steal a 2 for Sinclair ends that game 8-2. So Sinclair picks up a win.
and hands Potter her first loss.
Yep. So now they are tied at the top of the standings at 5-1.
And actually, that will technically have Sinclair in the first, and she now holds a head-to-head tiebreaker.
Yeah, I know. Cassie went today with 2 big games ahead of her, but fortunately she was at the 5-0 spot, so she could afford to have a loss. So they'll have to come back in the group. They play Roth, I believe, the last game.
I believe that's the final game.
And that's a big game. Roth will need, assuming that Roth holds on for this win against Clark, Roth will need to win over Potter to stay in the playoff hunt.
Right.
Of course, Potter does not want that to happen. So I'm sure that would be a great game.
And we hope that Steph Bohan can recover in time to play that game.
This Christensen-Farrell game getting more interesting in that if Christensen were to lose, she'd drop down to 2 losses also.
That would keep Cora alive because Cora's at 3 losses right now. That would keep her alive. With if she won her next game and got some help along the way.
Christensen has Schultz with her last game.
Just drops that right to the top of the 8-foot, sitting 4.
You know what I like doing here is drawing around the out turn, coming and freezing on the rock on the back 8-foot, sit behind the stone that's just through as a guard.
I think so. That's your only way out of this right now. Yeah, right back
'cause
there.
The shot that she's going to play here, if she draws the other way, there's no guard but to inhibit Jess from just blasting it. I think they're looking at it now.
Over here so much. Yeah, and we know that. Okay, let's go. What we know. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Saying let's go with what we know. I can kind of see that, but
if you're not sure the weight or the line, it's something you have to consider, but you also have to consider the chance that how much it's much easier for Jess to get rid of the stone after she throws it.
Right, and how much?
I like that shot right there. Right where that yellow. That's where I think that's where I would be throwing this shot. Well, that's where I would call it. Why not make it?
Where you
That's where I'd
call it. I don't know if you'd actually get it there, but
exactly.
Yeah.
I need you sweeping for me, Murray.
Oh, I might slow it down if I sweep
That's
it.
why That's why I said.
I got it. I see how it is.
So Wood looking to bail her team out once again.
Guys, plenty of room. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Doesn't look that bad from here weight-wise.
Should curl.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. Whoa, whoa. Yes, hard. Yep, hard. Hard. All the way, hard. All the way. Hard. Only one sweeper.
So, I mean, a really, really good attempt.
Yeah.
Just a little bit short. But this is the problem with this side is that there's no guard to...
It's wide open.
If she had put that yellow stone that equal distance behind the
this
other
way,
side,
it'd be a much tougher
now
shot.
all of a sudden Jess has to run a red rock back instead of a wide open hit.
Yeah, and it's, that top 8 stone could actually be used as a guard in that scenario. But as it is now, if Jess merely removes this stone, she scores 4. If she could ever save it on the left and possibly make contact with that yellow stone next to it, she could get 5 or an outside chance, maybe even for 6. See what happens here.
There's definitely a double there for 6. I don't think you're not playing that.
You're not playing that. You're just playing the hit.
You're playing for 4, and everything else is a bonus.
Hard. Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Here's her 4 points.
Here's their 5 points.
5 points.
Yeah, 5-point end. Very nice.
So that's going to take them to a 9-4 lead after the 8th end. And we'll be back right after this.
Seeking to start a Little Rocker program in your club next season? The USA Curling Kids Curl program, featuring Pebble the Curling Penguin, is designed to offer a safe and fun on-ice introduction to the sport for 5 to 9-year-olds. The program features lesson plans, a kid-friendly workbook, teaching aids, and penguin pins and patches. Contact the USA Curling National Office for more information. Did you know USA Curling offers 2 mobile apps to help curlers stay connected when they're on the go? Search USA Curling in your mobile device store and download these free apps today.
So we're back, and with that 5-point end, we're going to try to focus our attention on sheet E. Going to switch some cameras around. So they're in the 9th end. Cora Farrell up 7-5. She's playing the yellow stones. Christensen playing the red stones.
Cora's currently got a great first setup. She's got a tight center guard, and then she's got a rock that's buried on the top button.
Tilker's tall. He's got to lean into that microphone.
Mike's a little bit low, honestly.
So Christensen comes up. He's that red rock coming up this short, and throws a second center guard on that rock right in front of Corey. You see that's top button.
Yeah, I think that was Taylor Anderson's final rock of the end. Christensen in some trouble here.
Looking to come around all the stuff out front. Setup looks pretty good for Farrell right now.
It does look like a great setup. They're coming under again July 2nd. If you make it, it's a fantastic shot. You've got to get there and not
just maybe rubs a little bit.
That's
just a teeny little bit.
I don't know if that rub leaves them exposed enough to leave that run.
Yeah, not having a long camera, we can't really be sure.
I think that double would have to come over the top.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. You
Yeah, so-
definitely can't see enough to make it on the
Yeah.
nose.
So it looks like they might be doing hitting the red.
Red, yellow,
high,
yellow.
Red, yellow, and send that yellow back to either get the rock off the button or maybe get the rock off that Cora's team just threw.
Yeah, I think they're more likely to get the one that was just thrown.
Looks
got a
pretty.
curl.
Looks pretty wide here.
Might
I think
just have the
just
red.
gonna get the red only, I think.
Oh, no. Oh,
Oh man, that was
about as
very-
bad as it can be, right?
very unlucky for.
Leaves the top 12 now. The top 12 protecting the button stone. Now sitting 3. This is turning into a real mess for Christensen.
At this point, Cora's the game strategy is pretty straightforward. Keep guarding that perfect stone.
Oh, keep guarding all day.
Because that is if they don't get that rock off the button, that's a steal right there.
Absolutely.
Sweepers are walking beside this one. It always makes it a little disconcerting when your sweepers walk beside your stone.
Well, I'd like to see them cleaning, if nothing else.
I just don't want to bring this too deep.
It is pretty deep. It might be almost frozen. Not quite, but much closer than Cora would have liked it. That might be lined up to pick that stone off the button
Corey's
now.
going to be happy with that, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is her. This is going to be. She's not going to get a better chance to get that rock off the button. Even if you jam it, you at least.
You move it off of such a perfect position. It might be in the forefoot, but it won't be, top button, almost top pin.
So looking for Sarah Anderson here. Make the run.
And they're off out of hand.
Haven't touched this at all.
They're going to get.
Going to at least get the top 2. That's all they're going to get.
Hit the wrong side of that stone, I think.
They needed to, if they hit that stone a little thicker, they won't redirect it as much, and they'll likely make contact on the back.
Pick the stone off the button, right?
You just need to hit it a little thicker.
Aim. Nope. Whoa, whoa. Nope.
So Cora's first rock. Just looking to put a guard back. Don't want this too tight to be something that Corey could run back.
I think like probably 2.5 here would be great. It's not too tight, but you don't want it too high that she can come around.
She can just come around it, exactly.
This looks like it's going to be higher than she wants.
Danger of over curl here, I think.
Yeah.
Mine's just off center line. That's probably 3/4 open.
Yeah, I didn't get the. They should be able to roll inside, but Corey motioned to hit and roll to the side, not
open,
not in.
You could probably throw back line or even hack, maybe get under that.
It's like, yeah. I'm sure Cora would have liked that a little deeper and a couple inches less curl. Still got Corey in some trouble here.
Yeah, I'd say a blank is totally off the boards.
Yeah, I think if Corey rolls only a couple of feet, Cora will have a simple hit to guarantee at least a force, if not a steal. This is moving hard on Corey. So they've changed the call to the
Might
roll
get under now.
That
Ooh,
is
nice.
I think that would. So that's the shot I liked from.
Yeah, right.
And now she's got Cora in some trouble.
Yeah, that's actually better than the original call.
You can probably see, I'm guessing, 2 inches, 3 inches of that stone?
A quarter at most.
Because looks like the yellow stone's fully on the other side of the center line, and some of the red stone is touching the center line.
Yeah, I would think she can. A third might be generous. I'd probably say a right-hander. You can see maybe a quarter.
Just a straight freeze. Well, I'm not a huge fan of this call.
Yeah, I'd like to see her try to move it. If it was dead buried, I wouldn't mind the freeze.
If you make the corner freeze, you're only going to be in the 4 foot by
but 2 inches,
and you're still going to give Corey a chance to draw the whole side of the 4 foot. Looks a little light.
This is a long way short.
Yeah.
It's just going to be barely in the 12 foot.
So Corey's going to have a relatively simple draw to the full 8, not even half of the 8 foot.
Half 8 foot will get her too.
For 2 points.
She's wondering what turn to play. I think you got to play that turn. A lot less stuff in the way.
There should be no line issues on this draw. They got Broom all the way at the edge of the 12. As long as Corey gets out there, it's all about weight.
Really just drawing to the tee line. Got to go for weight.
This does look a little light, doesn't it?
This is really coming down.
This is a 2-guard.
That's not even close.
You know, this could be. The sweepers didn't seem too concerned out of hand. This later in, we were talking about the ice earlier, and later in the games, it does slow down, and she might have just got caught out there.
So with that, Farrell has a 7-6 lead going into the 10th end. She'll have the hammer when we come back.
Sponsors for the 2017 USA Curling National Championships include Atomos. Atomos, an Illinois-based technology company, is USA Curling's longest-running sponsor at 17 years, offering solutions for all things networking. Visit www.atomampd.com. And Brooms Up Curling Supplies. Brooms Up Curling Supplies, a family-owned Connecticut-based curling supplier, is the preferred curling equipment supplier and official sponsor of USA Curling. Check out broomsup.com. Please visit usacurl.org for a complete listing of sponsors and partners, including our major Paralympic team sponsors.
So we're back here on sheet E. Cora Farrell with a 7-6 lead over Corey Christensen. Christensen's going to need to establish some center guards, try to steal here to extend this game.
Yeah, she hasn't been able to steal a point this game. Only steal in the whole game was one for Farrell in the 6th. Otherwise, it's been all hammers.
So we're playing the tick shot again.
Yep. Saying she wants lead Rebecca Miles to throw backline the hack is the way that was called.
Okay. Looks a little light for back line. Well, maybe not. Was it
both
the two Andersons are ready to sweep?
Yep.
Weight was great.
That was really nice weight.
They looked almost like vultures ready to jump in.
I know. I was thinking that. It's like cobras ready to strike. They were both just ready. Oh.
So didn't move it very much. Christensen deciding whether she wants to come in or throw another guard, I think.
Well, the problem is because that guard is like exactly halfway, it's tough to set up another one that not just too close to
You're
it.
always trying to throw a 1 guard and a 3 guard.
Right.
The
Maximum
2 guards
separation.
Are always, otherwise, you end up with, they're peeling.
Yeah.
I think you got to use this free guard zone opportunity, don't you, though?
I would say, well, just because of where this one is, yeah. If they had a tight one, I would throw a high one, or a high one, throw a tight one.
I'm trying to throw a high one here.
They're calling out 4, which is just into the rings.
I don't think they want that.
Corey's like, please.
Just short. Oh, that's
So
pretty good.
We're going to see Cora try that tick again.
You got to try to tick that tight one.
Yep.
Even if you were to just push it into the house, into the back.
Yeah,
exactly.
You don't care if you push it in the house. You just make sure your shooter gets at least into the 8-foot area, so it's not blocking your draw to the floor.
Absolutely.
That you may need.
It's just all about keeping the middle open.
Vulture's ready to strike again.
They are. I don't know.
Do Vultures strike? I don't know.
Here we go.
Oh man, this is look at this.
Look at that. It's like Cobra strike.
And they don't really need to. That's going out of play.
Just hit it too thick. It's kind of intimidating, I think.
No kidding. They're both just leaning in, man, ready to strike. Wow.
So over on our sheet C, which was our original feature, Jessica Schultz going to pick up the win. She picked up 1 more point. I'm sorry.
It was Wood
that picked up 1 more point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Wood drew the 4-foot to pick up 1, but figuring she's not likely to steal 4.
So it's Jessica Schultz's 2nd win.
Nice for them to get back-to-back wins after a little bit of a schneid to start this championship.
Yeah, they definitely had a tough front half for sure.
So now with those 2 guards.
So this is the time that Corey wants to put this rock. This is the time to put a top button and then guard.
Guard for your life. So big shot here from Taylor Anderson.
Sweepers are on it right away. They're on it from line.
Weight looks pretty good.
Weight looks short. Weight looks
checking
short.
up.
This is, if she get by, she's only going to be with top 8, top 12.
I think that was just light more than anything.
I think you'll see Corey play that double peel on those 2 tight guards.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
About half to 2/3 on the broom side should do it. Probably about half, I'd say. 2/3 might be too much.
She's adjusted quite well to skipping because, of course, her skip was added to the 5th person to the junior women's team that's off to the World Championships.
Yeah.
And so
Cora's done fantastic. I was commenting earlier about how she's handled herself like a veteran, has been making all kinds of shots. Just looking, very smart and very calm and collected in the house.
Ooh.
Air ball.
That is not the time to have one of those.
So we're going to get an interview with Jessica Schultz, hopefully through Price Atkinson in just a second, as soon as they can get organized down there.
So the rock goes away. Sweepers are happier with the weights. Corey's happier with the line. It's a little deep, it looks like. Might slide to all the way to the back 8.
It's very heavy, at least back 8, if not further than that.
Okay, Price is ready. We're going to send it down to him and Jessica Schultz.
Sorry about that, Joe. Caught Jessica. We're just kind of chit-chatting, shooting the bull. Jessica celebrating win here as she gets the 9-5, her team over Rebecca Wood. Jessica, don't call it a comeback. 2 in a row.
2 in a row.
It's got to feel good.
It does feel good. Like I said, it's really nice to be in winning column now. We just had a tough start to the competition, and now we're just going out there and having fun and playing fast.
Yeah.
It's
Take us back to the 8th inning. You get the 5 after it was tied. It obviously opened the floodgates, headed for home. But take us back to the 8th inning.
The 8th end was setting up kind of interesting. It's kind of hard sometimes to predict what other skips are going to call, so we're kind of just guessing on where to put the rocks, and it worked out in our favor. So.
Speaking of skips and calls, how have you settled in? I mean, you obviously been skipping a little while, but Nationals, first time back in a while, skipping. I mean, what is this like, this week? How have you settled into this role as a skip?
It's been a great learning experience, just stepping into the leadership role and trying to figure out how you are as a skip and figure out how to keep the girls working hard and motivated. We obviously, like I said, had a tough start to the week, but keeping it in perspective, it is my first time skipping on arena ice, and the girls have been fantastic to play with.
I know it's been, at least the week as a whole, frustrating at times, but what do you take away, from this week? You obviously have one more tomorrow, but, what do you tell your team, now the leader and the skip of your team?
Right, so I think we're just going to take away pretty much as we can, just take away the positives. Like, there's a lot of positives that came out of this week, and just kind of build on that going into the next season.
Well, I wouldn't be remiss if we didn't say shout out and hello to Bo Welling. Bo Welling Designs, your sponsor from Greenville, South Carolina, my hometown. So,
what up, Bo?
Hopefully we'll have a Bo sighting in here tonight, certainly in the morning. But you guys will,
It would be really good to see him, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Sorry about that, but you guys will take on Corey Christensen tomorrow on Sheet B. Last match, last game, 8 a.m. Just thinking about that one. What about going up against Corey in your last one?
Great shooter, great player, her whole team. So we're just going to go into it and play relaxed and have fun and hopefully put up some points.
Awesome. Fewer kinder than Jessica Schultz. It's just great to catch up with her down here, especially after a win today. Congratulations, Jessica. We'll see you in the morning.
Thank you, Bryce. See you in the morning.
Thanks, Jess. Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Bryce. Thanks, Jess. And Farrell in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah,
Christensen made a great come around draw.
Really nice come around by Sarah Anderson, right to the top of the button, dead behind that tight guard.
Looks like they're gonna put that little high guard up. They gotta be careful, make this guard good, because the problem with the high guard is that you can get around it. So if they put up a high guard, Cora's biggest danger stone right now outside the rock that's top 4 foot is that tight guard.
The tight guard, absolutely.
It's a tight guard for sure.
Yeah, if this isn't right in front of it, I imagine Cora will probably just try to peel the tight guard if possible.
This looks like a 2 guard coming in here.
No, it's
pretty good.
Pretty good, nice and high.
Call it 1 2/3.
Well, 1 2/3, 1 1/2, something like that.
So if I'm Cora, I would be inclined to try to chip that tight. I think that tight center is the one that they need to worry about. Because
you could also, if there's any way to get around that maybe and try to move that top 4 stone to the T line or just behind it, just move it out of where it is now.
Well, right now it's not even full 4. So if she draws full 4, she would beat that stone. I think she just needs to make sure she has a path to do that.
Right.
I like getting rid of the tight guard. I do, because you could. If that tight guard's not there, you can get around that high guard either side.
Right. Oh, might be going for the back one now.
Going for the back one now.
Oh, and well, there you go.
Touched it over.
Just chipped it over, but it's gonna cut off the outturn side.
Yeah, gonna take away that outturn draw to the 4 foot.
No, any hack waiter probably gets through there.
Still might be able to throw a tap through there, though.
Yeah.
So that shot may not look like much, but I think it was actually really important. That got something out of it.
Yeah, I think Christensen's got to come in deeper than she originally intended.
They're going to call timeout.
Yep.
We'll bring out Coach Phil Drobnik.
Phil's normally pretty loud. You might be able to hear him with the audio.
Maybe.
We have no mics near him, but that maybe won't matter.
Yeah, we might still be able to hear him.
So I'm going to translate. You could do this, or you could do that.
And then you could do this other thing.
Or you could do the other thing.
Right, exactly.
It's this, that, or the other. Take your pick. Have a nice day. I'm cold. I'm going to go sit down now.
It's your decision.
Well, you could do this and then score because, when you score more points than the other team, you generally win.
I think it's just more important here to make sure that they've talked through all different options and what that's going to leave Cora. Just to make sure that nothing's been missed. At that point, they need to, there's always going to be, the team's always going to have, the other team will always have something else they can do. You can't take away everything, and so you got to do what you think.
Basically, try to take away the easiest shot, whatever that might be.
It gives you the highest percentage of winning.
Right. The little problem for Corey right now is that that little chip on the almost flash peel actually did open up the shot stone, and I think it opened it up enough even on the outturn side.
You could nose that stone with the board, probably.
Absolutely. And so Corey's probably thinking that I can't just throw it on the guard. I have to bring it in for it to be tight enough to actually offer some protection for that.
The problem
rock.
is she can either guard the outturn or the inturn.
But
she
not
can't guard
both.
both. And one way you can is to come and sit in front of it 12
exactly.
foot.
12 foot, maybe biting 8, right?
I think they may have talked about placing one in the 8-foot left of center.
Maybe wide open almost.
Yeah.
That way, if Cora does get something in there, they have that to tap or raise in.
Yep.
She's got ice. Go ahead.
I was saying if they were ever to then try to play some sort of double there, they make it still leave that center guard around.
The ice she took was ice that should go back to the center line.
Well, they're talking about playing a tight guard here.
Just shy. Looks like that's pretty much where she wanted it.
Yep. Sort of same thing, just not in the house. Ooh, they're talking about drawing here.
Drawing right to the button now.
I guess we can't really tell where the angle is on that, how far out she chipped that rock over, but if Corey can come down on the outturn and just tap it back on the high side, this is she's got to be careful with this. She must not think that's there.
Maybe not. Maybe that rock's not as far over as we think it is. We don't really have a great angle here, so she thinks she has to get in there for shot right now.
The shot I like, I actually like coming on the outturn with hacked board and sitting right there, because now you've got a tap on your outturn or the draw on your inturn.
Yeah,
you're going to have
two
two shots, right? So whatever Corey does, you're going to have one of two, and she can't take both away.
Well, the nice thing about this one is that even if she gets in there and she's not shot, like say she just bites the top of the 4, she's in there for second.
Yep.
And then, that will really choke off the steal of 2 for the loss. She at least gets in there for second above the tee line. She's probably looking at no worse than an extra end. Weight looks pretty close on
really
this.
Nice.
They can get this buried and be shot. Oh, look at that.
I don't know how next time she's partially buried.
So this, I think, is a problem.
This is the problem.
Yeah, it actually may have slid. Sorry, may have slid just a hair too deep, actually.
And if Corey can play back 4, just get to the inside and freeze, she can
She actually
2.
can lie 2, and Cora may not have much of a shot. Yeah, I actually like that if it was about a rock higher and a little more buried. I don't think it got fully buried.
Yeah. So she's taking ice just outside the edge of the 8. That's probably ice for back line, would be my guess. Back line weight.
We've seen a lot of these types of shots sort of be overswept early. Gotta be careful of that. They're keeping. This is a pretty tight line.
Yeah. Just having another look at it, and it looks a little different from this end.
She's like,
Yep. Reset. I like that. Commit to the shot.
all credit to Cora Farrell for coming through with Really nice draw to at least sit shot and
Yeah,
force this.
her team didn't have a great end this end.
No.
Obviously, all those guards up there.
Just tracking a little
This
bit on
will
Corey.
move, though. If you get off it, it will move.
It's gotta turn. Gotta turn.
Farrell ready at the tee line. Get it off the forefoot.
I think Corey just might be sitting
I think
two.
she's 1 and 2, so looks like they're playing a draw for the win. She just threw it.
It's nice that this is a shot that you just played. Should have a real good idea of the weight.
You touch any part of the forefoot, you're at
and
least
it looks,
going to an extra end.
It looks like as well,
before you're
if
in.
she happened to be a touch heavy,
she could bounce and roll
as long
in.
as she gets, I don't know if she'd have to be way heavy for that to come off. I think maybe if she over curls, if she comes from her back yellow one, she'd probably still be second. I don't think there's any way she's gonna.
If she does get to the yellow, yeah, I think so. So we'll see how much steel the young Cora Farrell has in her veins.
Final rock of the 10th.
Speed looks similar to her first.
Bit heavy.
Oh,
Going to hang in there for a steal of 1.
And
2. Looks like steal of 2.
I think it's
a steal
I
of
think
1.
it's a steal of 1
Only
actually.
1?
Steal of 1.
So we got an extra end.
Bonus curling, as
That's
Colin
right.
calls it.
So it's an important game for both these teams. Farrell wins this game. She's still alive. Christensen wins this game, and she's still a game ahead of Nina Roth, which is where she needs to be. So as the teams prepare for the extra end, they get one more timeout. And we'll be back right after this.
Looking for a great curling-themed sweatshirt or mug? USA Curling apparel and other merchandise is available through Team Fan Shop. Look for the online store located under the About Us tab on the USA Curling website, usacurl.org. Want to share ideas, improve your skills, socialize, and learn more about your national organization? The 4th Annual Curling Members Assembly will be held in September 2017. More details about this exciting event will be available this spring. The Granite Society is the newest way for USA Curling's biggest fans to get even closer to the action. The Granite Society features several different levels of giving, each offering exciting benefits. Benefits include unique access at national championships and Olympic trials, and once-in-a-lifetime VIP experiences not available anywhere else. Visit donate.usacurl.org for more information.
Here in the extra end, and Christensen put up a pretty good center guard halfway between the hog line and the top of the house.
There's only one vulture this time down there to sweep the tick. This looks pretty good.
Oh, that's real nice.
Beautiful.
Fantastic tick. And look, she might even spit it in.
Save it on the rings.
And
that rock's is unlikely to come into play because there's going to be lots of junk in the forefoot, I expect. But it'd be nice to have that if you had a hit and roll out.
If you had an open hit, just make contact at that point.
So taking a look at the team statistics, Christensen's team is shooting at about 81%, Farrell at 70%, but Farrell is out shooting Christensen 80 to 75 at the skip position.
Sometimes it can be those small little differences can be all it takes.
So I'm going to try this tick again. Now that you found the line and the weight.
Let's hit the repeat button.
Yep.
Sarah and Corey are standing by, ready to leap in.
This one looks a little heavier.
Looks a little wider too.
Yeah.
Now they're just going to take it through.
Just going to lose.
Just do great weight for it.
Absolutely.
Just, maybe a little too much room, or maybe a little
extra add.
Yep.
Perhaps.
The nice thing for Cora's team is that that's a high guard, and if you hand place that stone in where you want it behind that center guard, I think you can get to it in either turn.
Absolutely, you can.
I don't know if I think Corey has to throw another guard here.
I was thinking that. Just trying to hide behind that high guard.
Just got to throw another guard, personally.
Oh, Ford sweeping it. That must be going in. Ford's really checking up on him.
I think this might be their tight guard that they...
Oh, they're going.
Yeah. No, they're going to get to the rings.
They're sweeping it all the way. That's just effectively the same thing as a tight guard.
Yeah, essentially.
I don't think Farrell's going to be dealing with that right away.
Oh, no. I don't know that I'd be peeling it this direction. Danger of jamming it on the yellow on the side over there.
Hit that pretty thick, I think, for the peel.
Yeah, you would.
There we go.
It's nicely played.
It's kind of getting cold up here now.
A little bit.
I was giving you guys flack here for wearing jackets up here. I'm like, do you guys know it's warm in this building?
Well, hey, we got the jackets we got to wear.
Temperature fluctuates a little bit.
It does.
It started out pretty warm in here.
It's much warmer on the ice than it was up here.
Well, you know, Brady's working you pretty hard.
Well, yeah, you're just standing here right now.
Yeah, that's true. I try to stand around, but Brady makes me sweet.
I was gonna say,
like, what has? I'm 39 now. Come on, give me a break. I would get that rock off the 12 foot. I think that guard is high, and it's not on the center line anymore.
Yeah, you hit this, and Christensen might improve that stone.
Because at some point, Christensen's going to come around the rock as top 12 and sit buried.
That top 12 rock's a much better guard than this one that they're hitting.
Absolutely. Hard.
So there it goes.
Oh no!
So this is why this was the we talked about peeling this. That was the danger of peeling on the other side as I jams on that red.
Yep.
I think you're going to see Corey keep replacing those guards until her first stone. My guess is she will. Yeah. At this point, she'll play the out turn, come around, or the in turn. Actually, whichever one she wants.
Just walking beside this one.
Yep, they were looking for a higher guard. This looks like it's going to be right in beside the other ones.
Pretty close to that top one. Actually, it might be past it.
Might be doing the tap even.
It's in the house. It's a long ways heavy.
So which do you rip here?
I don't mind that. No, I do, because the only other guard is
off the center line.
Edge of the 4 foot at this point. So
this is fairly thin.
You don't even have to get if you hit 3/4 and get the first stone out, and the other
just kick it over to the side. Sure,
that's fine too. You don't have to get them both. You gotta get your shooter out of here.
Kind of like that.
That is a perfect stone.
Oh, absolutely no. Lovely.
Didn't even touch her other one.
Nope. Still sitting over there.
a nice luxury to have that one in the side 12, actually.
Nice little bonus.
You don't have to hold your shooter at the end. Again, just walking beside this one.
It's a double, but you don't need that double.
Yeah, it's not really necessary, right?
I mean, this one over the top.
Yeah, I would be trying to hit this over the top, and if it comes up, it might get on, but
maybe you get it anyways.
You have no reason to play that double right now.
Yeah, you'd feel foolish if you just kind of chipped it to the top of the 8-foot or something.
It's pretty close.
Where are we going here?
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Wow.
2 terrific shots there.
Looks like she's going to be happy with that.
Absolutely.
So now with nothing but a wide corner guard,
I mean,
I almost think Corey has to go ahead and come around this now.
If I was her, I think you throw one more guard, and then you hope for a jam, and if not, you're going to come around that red rock that's sitting there and make her throw against the buried stone.
The other thought is that I was thinking is that you draw one in there now, maybe Cora peels, or she draws open. In either case, you can either hit and stick for a second one, or draw a second one in there and make her throw against 2. I mean, not that you need to have her throw against 2.
I think if you go under now, yeah, we've had a timeout called. I think if you go under now, all you have to do is just draw the back 4, back 8-foot. You'd be shot. She has to come hit you.
Maybe you get lucky she sits right there and you freeze.
Didn't they already have it? Oh, there's a timeout for the extra. Okay.
Yeah. I suppose, Phil, I guess either shot really, I don't mind. I don't mind throwing the center either. Either way, make her throw against a buried stone. Make her try a hit and stick, knowing that if she rolls too far, she loses. You know, either way. And here comes
the 4th member. She just realized that she's still got one more shot to sweep.
Oh, I can't leave yet. Okay.
How do I get back on that sheet?
Oh, my shoes are dirty. Oh man.
Between a rock and a hard place here.
I can't hear the conversation. That's what Phil's advising.
More of this and that.
Yeah. More do this, and then do that,
right,
and then do this other thing.
So it looks like they're going to go under now based on that broom.
And then we'll see how Cora wants to approach it.
Cora's going to follow her, I think, because you come under, and if you make it, you've taken some pressure off your last stone, and if you don't make it, you're still going to have the whole house open.
Right. And you just threw a draw too, so you should know the weight. Right?
Or honestly, if they're buried in their back 12, draw back 8-foot center line.
Sure.
She's got to come hit you. Now she'll be behind the center line, and you've got the complete front open for you.
Right.
It really all depends on where this rock ends up.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't been a lot of sweeping for the Christensen's team in this last end.
No.
Looks like I think this is a little behind the tee line.
It's a good stone.
About as good as you're going to do there.
Timeout from Cora's team.
That'll bring out Coach Bill Rhyme. He'll make his way down.
It's kind of like the last few minutes of the Super Bowl game.
Yep. So, as I see it, really, you've got three options. We talked about just being on the guard. You could follow that, which is what you advocated doing, or you just draw open and sit shots somewhere, and Corey's going to have to hit or do something with that stone, and you'll have an open shot for the win no matter what. What's your personal preference here, Phil?
I think more and more I like drawing on the back 8 foot, because you're gonna have to play this draw anyway. If you're back 8 foot, Corey has to hit you,
right,
or freeze on you. She's not gonna want for the freeze because it gives her backing,
right.
And that stone's not really.
Are you worried at all if you try to draw back 8 foot that you end up coming a couple feet short to back button?
Absolutely.
And then Corey locks it on.
You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do that, obviously. So the sweepers would have to make that call. That if they can't get to the back 8, then
leave it and let it stop in like top 4 or something if you can. Yeah.
Ultimately, Cora has to play what she wants to play.
Right.
This is. I don't think you would ever try to talk your skip out of something. I don't think there's any right or wrong call here.
Well, I think if she's left with just a draw to the 4 foot, I have every confidence she's going to make it. She's shown great touch from what we've seen.
So it looks like she's going to follow him down.
Okay.
Make this, and then you put the pressure back on Corey. Because Corey's got to make a good one, or else you might not even have to throw your last one.
Right.
With drawing on the back 8, you're guaranteeing you're going to have to throw your last one.
Right. That's very true.
Can we get your little rock clock going there? I get to see
what kind of split time we're looking at for this.
We were earlier actually no, it was sheet C. Earlier in sheet C we were seeing 14.5 seconds hog to hog for your draws. They should have the time because Corey just threw it, so. We got 2 people taking times up here, so maybe we'll take the average of the 2.
So Cora Farrell here with her penultimate shot of this game. I don't think that split time is right, Brian.
4:56. Yikes.
Okay. This looks a little bit light, maybe.
We're going to take Sean's time. What is it? 13.9.
Looks pretty close.
Look at this. What a fantastic shot by Cora.
That is beautiful.
Pressure's back on Corey now.
So Corey out of timeouts. Down to her last stone.
Got about 2.5 minutes to throw it.
Yeah, I mean, the good news here is there's really aren't many options here. She's got to go into the corner, otherwise she just leaves Cora wide open hit.
One too many button clicks. It's all right, Brian. So here we go. Christensen's last stone.
She has to be shot after this.
Sweepers are pretty happy with it.
Looks like it's running a little bit.
Don't want to bounce.
Oh, this is bouncing.
So yellow looks to still be second.
Yes, it is.
So Cora can choose to do an open hit, or she can
draw the 4 foot.
This is, what do you want to do? What would you do here, Joe?
think I'd hit it, but that's just because I don't trust my sweepers to get me to the forefoot. One of my sweepers is to my right.
So, the other one's to his left.
No.
That is not correct.
That is not correct. No, I don't know. I think it's just personal preference. I think if you like your in-turn hit, you're going to hit here. If you like your...
I'd be throwing out turn at this myself.
I'd probably throw out turn at this, I think.
Yeah. I would probably throw the hit
well,
myself.
if I'm going to throw an out turn, I want this hit all day long because I like my out turn.
Looks like they're talking about playing some quieter weight at it. But that broom is, I'm guessing, is
that's like
board
board
to control.
Maybe. I would say board at the most.
You got to be a little careful here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can rip it as long as you don't hit your own.
Yep. You can hit as high as 3/4.
Yep.
On the inside, on the high side of the stone.
That's kind of why I would throw the out turn at this, just because, you know, even if you hit it and kind of bump into your own, you got the catcher behind it.
I mean, once you're on the hair on the outside of the stone, just put the brooms down.
Hammer it.
Hammer it, and if it comes up to the nose or an inch across, you're still going to roll.
You're going to roll into the forefoot, absolutely.
But she's decided to throw the in-turn board weight-ish, we think. This is control weight easily.
Swept right out of her hand.
Looks like she's got a pretty good
Looks
shot.
like she's got a great stone.
No problem.
Oh,
Right to
nicely
the nose.
done.
Perfectly done.
And there you go.
2 points. Cora picks up 2 points and a 9-7 victory. Extra inning.
So that's going to do it for this this draw. And we will be back at 7 p.m. for our men's draw. So we'll see you then. That's going to be Leichter and Brown. For Chris Rimple on the camera, Brian Anderson producing, Sean Murray, and the analyst extraordinaire, Phil Tilker. This is Joe Calabrese signing off. We'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific time.